It's so stupid, it's positively brilliant.
The Brilliant Idiots Podcast.
Yep, Charlamagne the guy.
Andrew Schulz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots, and you all might already know about Kadeen, okay, and Duvall, all right? Ellis from their YouTube channel or their Instagrams, all right? Kadeen and Duvall Ellis. They have a new podcast out now called Dead Ass, which is full of unfiltered, raw, and honest conversations about raising a millennial family. I'm going to assume Kadeen and Duvall are from New York, because only somebody from New York would name their podcast Dead Ass, all right? But you can get into the more taboo things most couples don't want to talk about, like how often they have sex or the tougher times they've gone through together. The first episode of Dead Ass is out now, and you should check it out. It's available on all podcast apps.
And I got shows. I'm going to be in Nashville this Saturday, okay? The 18th of May. We got 2 shows at Zany's Comedy Club. Get your tickets while they're still available. Then we got next week, we got the weekend after that, we got Columbus Funny Bone, greatest chicken tenders in the whole country, in my personal opinion. The weekend after that, we got the St. Louis Helium Comedy Club in St. Louis, Missouri. Make sure you get tickets to that. TheAndrewSchulz.com. Plenty more dates at the website. San Francisco, we sold out both of the Saturday shows. We added a Sunday show. That show is about to be sold out, so we're adding a second Sunday show. So there'll be 2 shows Sunday as well. Make sure you go check that out. TheAndrewSchulz.com or the Cobb's Comedy Club website. We had another show in Toronto, man. Tickets going for that. We got New York City Town Hall. That's the biggest venue I ever played, man. I can't wait to sell that motherfucker out. So go on, get those tickets right now. We got more dates coming. Very excited, man. The Matador Tour is on their way, on full effect. Shouts to Monster. Shouts to Outbreak for sponsoring it. I appreciate y'all. Shouts to everybody who's come to shows and continues to come out and support. I promise we're going to bring more merch. The merch sold out real quick last time. I mean, we've cooked up some very cool shirts. Very cool shirts. My man Mark cooking up some good stuff. But yeah, we're going to bring more to new venues. Sorry about that. But the new shows, we're going to try to bring a lot more so you guys can gobble that up. But yeah, man, thank y'all so much for the support. Let's get back to the show.
First of all,
what's up?
Happy birthday
She's not even in the room.
to a young lady whose birthday I was muting all day long. I was purposely acting like I forgot her birthday, but I told her I was going to purposely act like I forgot her birthday.
Right.
Y'all might know her as Fun Size T.
Or
State Property.
Or
the motherfucker that y'all do not like to hear on the goddamn podcast. Yo, somebody had the funniest comment on SoundCloud because it was like 30 comments of people just shitting on Taylor. Yeah. And then there was this one comment that goes, yo, I don't know why y'all so hard on Taylor. She look like she got some good pussy. Because you're reading it and you think it's about to be something nice. Like, you know what I mean? She actually sounds good on the mic. Like, no. Just good old objectification.
why do you think that they hate Taylor so much?
I have no idea. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like she adds anything of value to the podcast when she talks. I mean, she's a great producer, phenomenal producer. But she never claimed to be talent, so I can't be mad at her. You know what I mean? If she was claiming to be talent and we put her on the mic and she sucked, you'd be like, all right, you suck. But you can't be mad at a sinner because they can't shoot 3-pointers.
You're right, man.
I'm not mad at her for that. Like, Taylor sucks. We didn't ask y'all that.
Yeah.
Like, we never said she was good.
They really did offer that immediately.
Immediately?
Yeah. It's not like we interviewed her on the podcast, right? It's not like we gave her a segment. It's not like it was like, here's Taylor's Taco Tuesdays or something.
Nothing.
She literally came on the podcast for like 2 minutes. Was like, actually, a female perspective. Shut up,
Shut
bitch!
the fuck up!
Bitch, shut the fuck up!
You sound dumb as shit.
Go back to Philly. It's an hour and 15 minutes away.
Where is she? Oh,
There's a lot of
it's
people
her birthday
commenting
and y'all
right
got
now.
her working. We got a special guest in the building.
We do.
Big Diesel ass motherfucker. Brendan Schaub.
What's up, man?
What's happening?
Brendan, my guy. Some of you guys know Brendan from his podcast, The Fighter and the Kid. Some of you know him from UFC, getting knocked out by fat guys.
Or knocking fat guys out.
Oh, also knocking
Depends what
fat
you're
guys
looking
out.
at.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Some of you know him from his Showtime shows. Below the Bell is Showtime, but
Below the Bell Showtime.
But you also put it up on your YouTube.
Yeah, so they'll distribute the television side and then also the podcast YouTube side.
Right. Obviously, he's one of the recurring guests on Joe Rogan's podcast, #1 platform in the world.
You and Joe ever had a street fight? Like, you ever had to beat
Joe
somebody
Rogan
up in the street? No, I got you and him together.
No.
Oh,
never.
okay.
No, we're friends, man.
Yeah.
He's also
See-
a lot older than me, bro.
No, I'm talking about y'all fought somebody together. And see, I'm going to tell you something. You got them ears. I look at them ears, bro.
Oh, dude.
When you get into an argument with somebody somewhere random, look at them fucking ears. Them ears right there tell me, nope.
cauliflowers.
It looks
Mind
like
your
a
goddamn
tortellini.
business.
I know,
Yeah.
it looks like a little tortellini.
Bro, it is. That's like. Let me put it in perspective. Like when I was growing up, if someone had like a red bandana out their back pocket,
Yeah.
I'd be like, don't mess with them.
Yeah.
This is the Caucasian of the red bandana.
It's not just Caucasian. It's universal.
I've never seen a black
Universal.
guy with these ears.
But that's the
Woodley
point.
has it. There's some guys who have it.
Yeah, but they're professional fighters. You could see a guy who works at Subway with those ears.
No, I mean, if he wrestled in high school, maybe.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
know.
How often have you seen just black guy that has a regular job with those ears?
You know what the problem is? It's like a distraction. Like I can't fix them because it's like a badge of honor in the fight game. So
Right.
I can't get
Really?
them no, I can't get them fixed.
No, but yours aren't
they
that
can
bad.
do it, though. They're not good.
First of all, how did that happen?
It's because trauma to your ear. So if someone's always like rubbing on your ear, it like builds this thing so your ear separates, like the skin, so it separates, and your body goes, oh, there's a void, so it fills it with fluid. And then it hurts so bad, and it keeps happening, just from grappling and boxing, keeps happening. Then finally, that fluid calcifies. It gets super hard.
So why does that happen to my penis? Because I'm always playing with my dick for years. I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
You're not playing hard enough.
You got like calluses, like on your hands.
Yeah, I got those. I've had these for years.
Now, what is that from?
Because I used to have a 72-inch vertical leap, so I used to be dunking out the fucking gym.
72.
72.
Wow.
Charlamagne.
You don't have to believe me. I'm not here to convince y'all. I'm just here to tell
First
you
of all,
that
you
I
have
had a
something
7.
on your beard. Take this off.
I think it's gray. Everybody keep telling me that. I'm getting old,
No,
guys.
You have like a
No, it's
shot or
old.
something like that. But you are getting old. You got a new haircut today for Blac Chyna, huh?
Yesterday.
Yeah, I saw
Got a
that.
haircut.
Because your head is looking shiny, bro. This
Well, I got a
is-
meeting. I got a meeting later. So.
What's your meeting with?
I know I'm not gonna say it, but I got a meeting.
You got a big time meeting?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's like I've never seen it shine in this way. You have a nice shape to your head.
Yeah, I'm perfect for baldness. That's why, like, I
you
don't
have
have
a
to
good
get like
bald head.
the fucking fake hairlines or anything like that because I got a head for a baldy.
Do you think Charlamagne should get fake hair, Brendan?
Oh, no.
He wants it badly. He won't admit it, but he wants it badly.
No, I would say something too. No, the shaved head looks good on him.
Yeah.
Bald,
You
have a
it
good
takes a
shaved
certain
head.
type. Like you and I couldn't do it.
I can't pull off shave. I've done it before. It looks bad. It looks racist.
Really?
Like
Yeah.
Rogan,
looks racist. I look
Yeah,
really
no, like
racist,
Rogan.
bro.
Rogan does it.
Yeah.
He looks good.
He can
Dana
pull it
White
off.
has it.
Dana looks like
But
Kingpin.
then like Brian Callen should do it, but he doesn't.
Brian is Brendan's co-host on the Fighter and the Kid podcast. Great podcast. You guys gotta go check it out.
Father time's his barber, so it's like his head's like going fading back.
He's holding on for dear life. It looks like a baseball field where poor people are. Do you know, like his head looks like the Sandlot. Like Benny the Jet should be running the bases around his head.
I hate guys like that, by the way. I feel sorry for those type of guys. Like,
He
yo,
won't
let it
give it
go.
up,
But you
dude.
can because you ever seen Jeremy Piven? So people forget.
Yeah.
People forget, but he was the fill-in for Costanza on Seinfeld because he had the same kind of
Hairline.
shitty hairline.
Really?
Yeah, but then he got the most epic hairpiece. You can't even tell.
Is it a piece or is it the plugs?
Good question. Whatever he did, people should go, hey, who did you
The
use?
fly shit nowadays is PRP. PRP is when they draw your blood.
Yeah.
And then they spin your blood and they separate something out of the blood and then they inject that back into your hairline or even your beard if your beard can't grow.
So you can get beard injections.
Yeah, but it's basically, I guess it stimulates some type of cells in your body, your hair follicles, but it's natural. So it's literally they're taking your blood and injecting it back into you and it helps makes your hair grow.
I've heard of it on like if you have an injury like on your knees.
That
Athletes
too.
do it all the time.
Kobe did that.
Yes, Kobe, a bunch of UFC guys do it. It's like the big craze right now. I've never heard of it for hair.
Yeah. They do it
I want to
for-
see you with hair, man. I think we should do like one of those good wigs, like a good wig.
If I did it, I would do something like PRP.
Yeah.
Because it's organic. You know what I mean? I'm an organic type of person. I wouldn't do the GMO hair pieces. You know what I mean? That's whack. Like, you don't think that's whack?
Well, remember Brian Urlacher? Remember Brian Urlacher?
Yeah, the football player.
He looked good with a shaved head. And then just shows up one day. I was actually there at Fox. Showed up with a strip full
headpiece. Like, yeah. There was that soccer guy too. What was his name? Wayne Rooney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had his hair. But that's the only thing that makes you look good as you age.
Hair?
Yeah.
Very true, because Jay-Z looked like he stepped into a time machine because he got a goddamn dreadlocks now or whatever.
Yeah, he has dreads. But it's also because of his facial hair. He has like shitty facial hair, kind of like me.
He doesn't grow it.
Yeah, it's juvenile. He has juvenile facial hair.
What Nas said, whiskers like a rat. Remember Nas said that?
Compared to beans, you're wet.
Yeah.
But what's weird to me is guys like LeBron has more money than God, right?
Yeah.
Why is his hair so shitty? Like his hair looks like a Pittsburgh Steeler helmet when he sprays it. Just like that black shine.
I think he does that to keep himself humble.
You think? You don't think someone's like, nah, man, probably don't go out on the court with that?
I think it's all humbleness. Like I feel like every now and then you got to wipe your ass and smell the tissue, and then every now and then you got to have little things.
I do that every time.
Yeah, it keeps you humble.
Not to keep me humble. I like knowing what it smells like.
Interesting.
But you know, at least you know it stinks. Is the moral of the story.
To you.
And I think with LeBron is just humbleness. Like I think he does that to keep himself humble in some way.
He just gets roasted online. He's like, all right, that's cool, man.
He don't give a shit. The guy, when you lose 7 championships, I don't think that you care about any other
thick skin
roast session. Even if you don't have thick skin, you're good. Like, what can you really say bad about LeBron?
Wait a minute. He's
3-4-6. Yeah.
So he's lost 66% of his championships.
Yes.
And his hairline, what if it's tied in? What if that would be the only thing that could bring back LeBron's hairline?
What, winning?
Is winning.
It could be stress.
Chips.
No?
It could be stress.
Could be stress. Chasing Jordan all of these years, you know what I mean? You know, Jordan got 6 rings, undefeated in NBA Finals. Like, it could be stress.
But also, guys with a lot of testosterone, they say lose their hair. They go bald faster.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
I'm pretty sure.
Guys with
That's
a lot
bro
of
science.
testosterone.
Yeah. It's like legit bro science. Guys with more testosterone lose their hair.
I think so.
How
do you know when you got a lot of testosterone?
To keep your hair?
No, woke up like this. My hair.
Really?
I got to worry about my hair running in my eyebrows. Yeah.
You don't use any. You got the Damian Lemon?
Yeah, I
got amazing. Best hairline in the business.
Little buddy of ours was incredible hairline.
And he's 52.
He's got a centimeter between his eyebrows.
Yeah, that's it. I'm close. Like here's close to connecting.
Yeah, you got to shave that down.
No, you can't, as a white dude, you can't line it up.
I had no clue that you were white. Did you know that? I thought you were Latino.
Really?
I thought Schaub was like I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I thought you were Latino. You are 100% white?
I mean, a little bit Italian.
That's white.
English.
That shirt is screaming Italian, bro.
Super Italian. Cuban, maybe salsa. Maybe a little salsa.
That's what it is, Cuban. There you go.
What a little salsa dancing.
Remember that Eddie Murphy joke about the black guy after watching Rocky when he's online at the movie theater? No, the Italian guy. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I remember. I remember, but I don't remember.
Like how Rocky charged up Italians.
Yeah,
this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna go there, buy my ticket, buy my fucking.
Rocky charged up everybody though. Like, you know, I told you, you know what made me feel, the only thing that's made me feel like Rocky movies is the ending scene of Endgame. Yeah. When Falcon says Cap to the left and all of them come back, I was like, oh shit. Like, that's what gave me that Rocky type adrenaline. Like,
charge you up?
Yes.
Rocky done charge me up. Maybe because I know boxing, the technique is so bad and so unrealistic. It's so bad. I have a buddy who did a movie with him. They were doing a fight scene. My buddy trains. Yeah. And so he's doing like hands high, tight to the face, and he's doing like real punches. And Rocky Sylvester called him over. He's like, "What are you doing? Like, this is how you do it." It was like pulling from the floor. Yeah. He's like, we don't need real technique here.
Yeah. Not only that, in Rocky movies, there were no good defensive fighters.
Zero.
Floyd Mayweather would have washed that era.
Yeah, but how boring would that shit have been? It's granite chin and haymakers is what makes good boxing movies. Zero.
It was will. All of those fights were about will. Every time Rocky won a fight, it was because of his will to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't win because he was like, he even said Apollo was a better skilled boxer. He wasn't the strongest because Clubber Lang and Ivan Drago was stronger than him. He just would not fucking lose. He would not allow himself to lose.
Now, do you think there's a budget for steroids in all those movies?
Absolutely.
Those guys were jacked.
Why can't we use steroids? Have you ever used
Actors
steroids?
can. I have not.
Never.
Actors can, though.
Why can't
but like,
you?
why not now? You're not going to go fight anymore. Like, it just gets you into shape quicker.
I mean, being on as a stand-up comic now, think if I was bigger.
Don't be bigger.
I already look like
just
the
a
bully.
cut, just a cut,
Just shredded.
just again, like cut the weight, everything, get everything shredded. It's underneath your stuff. Nobody's looking at your body underneath that fucking.
You are a little too big to be a comedian.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should laugh at you because you might get mad.
Think about
It's
true.
I'm serious.
I always hide my tattoos too. I always hide my tattoos. Yeah. No, you don't want to get bigger.
Don't get bigger, but what about just getting shredded?
Like shredded?
Doesn't
I
that
just
work
don't
also?
care. I don't.
But you're in
I
the
work out
gym,
every
you're
day.
running. I know, I see it on the gram.
But that's more just for life, for health. I worked out so much all my life for sports. It's like now I don't.
You just want to cool out.
Yeah, I just want to chill, man.
So you don't care about the
I don't wanna
results
die.
of the workout.
Not really. It's more for my mental aspect. Now.
I'm like that too now. Like I don't care about like the aesthetics of it all anymore. I just want to be healthy, and it does just make me feel good to go get a run in. You know what I mean? Just to go sweat. Like I feel good doing that. Yeah,
me too. It's how I kick my day off.
I don't even do heavy weights anymore.
Me neither.
That's probably why Blac Chyna almost beat me in a goddamn arm wrestling match just then.
Yeah, I saw. She's a pretty girl.
She is pretty.
She's strong.
Is she?
I think it's that fucking ass and them breasts, bro. That center of gravity just keeps you fucking like an anchor.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
She beat you in an arm wrestle?
She didn't beat me, but I underestimated her.
Okay.
It was a struggle?
I mean, it was a little light struggle.
Arm wrestling scares me, man.
And I think she's done it a lot before because she asked to do it.
Oh yeah, that's
so
her
she
thing.
had she was like, no, we need to be on this surface. We can't do it right here. Yada yada. She positioned herself a certain way. She centered that ass and those breasts where she was just stuck there.
She had technique like Sylvester Stallone.
That's what I'm saying.
Over the top.
Yes.
How was the grip?
Good.
She got good grip.
Because I was like, let me see what she does with it at first. I didn't do nothing at first.
Just put your thumb in.
Just limp.
And you can feel somebody's power. You a fighter. When you in the ring with somebody, you can feel somebody's power. I'm like, she got a little power to her. So
you knew it was a setup. She asked you to do it first.
Boom.
I'd
Exactly.
be like, probably not, lady.
And then when I pushed back a little bit, that's when she really was like, and I'm like, hold up.
Did she get her body into it?
Not really. She just kind of sitting there thugging it out.
It's that ass and those breasts, bruh.
Dude, arm wrestling's
You're doing
stressful,
a great
man.
job of not looking at her titties. Like his whole head, he's arm wrestling like this, and his entire head is turned left over
her
his
titties
shoulder.
Black men don't cheat, baby.
Bro, right there.
Black men don't cheat.
Say what?
Black men don't cheat.
They don't look neither?
How dare you?
She actually, in the interview, did like this to her breasts.
What?
And you know what I did?
What'd you do?
I looked the other way.
You should have asked her to stop. That's sexual harassment to you. Imagine you pull your dick out, you start flopping your dick in front of
know
a
what?
girl.
You're right, Andrew.
That's sexual
My
fucking
God.
harassment.
You're
can't
absolutely
flop your
fucking
dick.
right.
That's crazy.
Absolutely right.
No,
No,
for real,
she's
bro.
right. What the fuck?
You're a married man. You got a ring on your finger. You're trying to be faithful, and she's out there flopping her titties in front of you like that. That's disgusting.
How the fuck dare she?
When is the interview out,
bro?
Tomorrow. How the fuck dare she do that?
Work tomorrow? Okay, bet.
How dare she do that Joe Biden type shit to me?
That is some real Joe Biden shit, man. For real, dude.
Wow.
So,
And she's, hold on, real quick, Mike, but she's doing what now? A reality show?
I don't fucking know, bro.
you just interviewed her. Like literally 10
You know,
minutes ago.
That's her next thing?
Yeah.
During the interview, I thought to myself, why are we interviewing her again? But it just came to me. She has a docuseries coming out on this network called the Zeus Network.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, nowadays, it's so many different
Is Rob
networks.
Kardashian in it?
I'm not sure.
As we're walking over there, Brendan said he looked like best case scenario Rob.
I said, I gotta go check it out, man. I look like Rob Kardashian.
Oh, no. Shit. Rob was fat and out of shape and shit.
Well, now,
We used to
but
call
he used to be a dime piece.
Nah, when she was with him, he was Blob Kardashian all motherfucking day.
Well, yeah, when she
No,
was
but
with
back
him.
in the day, like old Rob,
Oh,
skinny
yeah,
Rob.
Before he got, before he did the struggle.
She wasn't fucking skinny Rob, though. She was with
She was
before
heavy
Rob.
She's big pun Rob, yeah.
Yeah. She was.
Remember he's trying to get his own shit going and start coming out with socks?
Because that's the only thing that
You
fit.
motherfuckers out of
A fat guy can't do leggings, so you gotta do socks.
No pants, no shirts, nothing. It's like when a girl gets a tattoo on her foot, it's like, oh, you've been fat before. Because that's the only skin that don't stretch. The only skin that don't stretch is that skin
there's
right on the bone right there.
There's a whole squad, I'm sure, and they're like, we could do socks, I guess. You just want to do socks?
That's
He's like,
it.
Yeah, fuck it, let's run with socks,
That's the
man.
only part of his
It did
body,
not go
man.
well.
Blac Chyna gave him a lot of confidence, though. He wanted to lose weight.
And how'd that work out?
I don't fucking
He's still
know.
thicky.
Yeah, he's still
Dude,
thick.
just do the shit that your
thicky.
sisters are doing.
I'm gonna be honest
What's
with you.
that?
You're too fat as a man when another man refers to you as thicky.
You're
too thicky.
Yo, you little
bro.
thicky
You little
dick.
thicky.
Yo, Rob, you little thicky dick.
Way too thick, bro.
What do you say about the sisters?
Why not just use their doctors? Get your
very
shit
true.
done.
Yeah, yeah.
Get your ass done.
Yeah,
Get lipo.
Get the
Well,
whole
he did.
bod.
He did a fat transfer, but they took the fat out of him and put it in Blac Chyna.
That makes
That happened.
Rob's gonna hear this just be
Yo,
sad.
she looks good. I'm not gonna lie. I was pleasantly
She
surprised.
is a pretty young lady.
Yeah,
I
she's
mean, she's
pretty.
cool though. I've met her a few times, man. She actually is a cool person. And the thing that gets me about them is she has very thick skin. Because you got to think, she's the type of person that gets talked about all the time, and it's never in a
It's
flattering
never
way.
good. I mean, I watched her sex tape.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
I forgot all about that during the
Not
interview.
me.
How was it?
What? That's why I went over there. I was like, I gotta see this shit in person.
Why you didn't tell me? I introduced you to her.
Robert, what's up?
It's weird you see a porn star in real life.
I know.
You've seen her take it.
I've seen. Well,
She's not a porn
no,
star.
She's a porn rookie.
She referred to herself as a starfish. So I would say she's a porn starfish.
Oh, I like
Why,
it.
she just
She was
laid
just
there?
laying there. Bro, that shit was so fucking funny, bro.
Wait, she said on the thing, I'm a porn
You seen-
starfish?
No, I didn't see it. I forgot about it.
It's so weak.
Wait, what did she do?
It's so weak.
Wait, what did she do?
She's
Nothing.
fucking like the skinniest dude you've ever seen in your life.
Okay.
And he still has his socks on.
Yeah.
And it's like
Rob
VHS.
Kardashian's? That's a shot at Rob.
No, like old school socks, like gym socks with
Okay.
the stripes on it.
Yeah.
And it's just weak. And then when he's about to bust, she goes, no, and gets out of the way. And you're like, what the fuck?
She said it was weak though.
It's a
She
money
said,
shot.
She said she
Yeah.
don't suck dick. She said that.
She said she doesn't suck dick at
She
all.
doesn't suck dick
That's
at
a
all.
lie, clearly,
And
but-
she said that she's a starfish. That's what she said.
Hold on. She went on the thing and said she doesn't suck dick
She
at all.
says she doesn't suck dick.
And did you ask a follow-up question?
Of course, I said, now that's disrespectful because if that was a guy, you wouldn't allow that from a guy. If there was a guy that you was fucking with and he told you he didn't eat pussy,
Yeah.
you wouldn't.
You still eat pussy?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Like a champ. That's all I really can do at my age. You know what I mean? The sex only gonna last about 45 seconds.
Yeah.
A minute. So we
You're
gotta
just
make
out
sure
there.
everybody get what
So
they
you-
get.
So you get everybody.
Oh, me and my wife. That's everybody.
The royal we.
But Blac Chyna's doing that. That can't be true. She's just doing that to. It's almost like someone hating on Game of Thrones. She's just doing that to be different.
Oh yeah, I don't
She
suck
sucks
dick.
dick.
Yeah.
Come on. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? What are you talking about?
Who don't suck dick?
Let's get real.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to judge based on looking at her, I would say she does suck dick a lot.
I'd say sucks all the dicks.
yeah,
yes.
a lot of dick.
That's stereotyping though.
Yeah, I stereotype.
Yeah, I
I've
can
seen her
see that.
sex tape though.
Yeah,
You know,
Did she suck dick on the sex tape?
yes.
She
does.
did.
And
Oh, it was
and it's-
horrible.
it's not
That's
good,
what
right?
it was.
It's
I
not
couldn't
good.
remember.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not porno.
But she said she don't do it, so I guess that's what she meant. I really had forgot all about that tape. Man, it's so many celebrity sex tapes. Who can keep the fuck up?
Have you ever taken down a porn star? That's a yes.
See, happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday.
Yo, tell her.
I like you on the. I'm a big fan of the show. I like you
Shut
on
the
the show.
fuck up, Brendan.
I swear to God. I swear to God.
This guy is good.
son.
He's a comedian.
He just said 2 minutes ago, that's just when someone has an unpopular opinion, like they don't like Game of Thrones. She is the not liking Game of
Yeah.
Thrones.
It's Game of Taylor on this
I
motherfucking
was wondering
podcast.
what she looked like.
What do you like about her?
Happy birthday.
It's just good, you know, because I run a show and we have a girl, Kat, who kind of does what Taylor does. Sometimes it's refreshing to get a different kind of just, you know, voice in there,
How do you-
especially from a female perspective.
How do your listeners receive Kat?
They love her. They ask her for like sexy pics and feet pics. They're weird.
Oh, they definitely don't do that to Taylor.
Okay.
No, I will. No,
She
no.
gets dick pics nonstop.
I will say, and I said this earlier when you was out the room, Taylor, the one compliment that you got on SoundCloud this week, after 177 people shitted on you, it was one guy who said, I don't know why y'all so hard on Taylor, because she looked like she got some good pussy. That's what he said.
Compliment to look like you got some
That's what
good
he said.
pussy?
Compliment.
That's not a compliment?
Y'all, because y'all always sexualizing. I want to.
I didn't
That's not-
sexualize you.
Not
I read,
you. I'm saying them.
You can have a cupcake.
Well, that's online.
I read what was on the SoundCloud.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
You're not going to blow the candles out? You don't want to do no candles? Come on, light the candles for Taylor.
Yeah, they were.
It's her fucking birthday. Don't light the candles?
Yo, you right in the way to camera.
Y'all want to sing happy birthday to Taylor?
Yeah, let's sing happy birthday, Cam.
Wait, I got a candle.
You got a candle?
It's about to be a joke.
You have an app?
Because you can't use the real one. It's fine.
I hate you so much. Dude.
That's a real wow. Yo, you got everything online, yo.
Yo, that is dope.
Ready? Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Okay, hold on. I got you.
Where's your dad? Where's your dad?
You piece of shit.
Where's your dad?
How dare you piece of shit. Hey.
Why couldn't we just sing?
What is this?
The intro was mad long.
Oh, hold on. Hold on, let me get to it.
Happy birthday to
Oh, yeah.
you.
God damn, Stevie.
What song is this?
This is the black version?
I've never heard
You know
this
why this
one.
shit's so long? Because Stevie can't see everybody frustrated that he ain't get to the fucking
Is this
happy
song on
birthday chorus.
CP time? Okay, Taylor, get out the shot.
What the fuck, Stevie?
Why don't we just start it?
Oh, here you go. Okay, here you go.
Okay.
All right, boom.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Blow the candle out, Taylor.
One.
And make a wish.
Yeah. One. Got him.
Hey.
Got him. Take a cupcake. Cut that shit off.
Now Taylor's going to Miami to motherfucking take fucking thirst trap pics.
When you're going to Miami?
Crazy this time.
You're going to go to Miami?
Yeah.
It's in a. Oh, you going to Aruba?
No, I said it's not Aruba.
Oh. So Brendan, you fucked some porn stars, and what happened?
But you can't
I did
talk
not.
about this? You can't talk about this? Because you got
Why?
wifey?
I got a fiance. I got a kid.
Oh.
But this is
Come
old work.
on.
She don't know your. She don't know your whole facts.
I mean, you do her, you know.
That's old work.
Carfax. What?
That's old work, though.
It's
That's
old
not,
work.
you know what I mean?
You gotta
She know
tell
you slept with girls.
Yeah, and you gotta tell your lady your whole facts, especially a guy
Not
like you.
really.
I mean, you would listen. You would.
This guy crazy. Yo,
He's
son,
crazy.
don't listen
I'm
to
not
this guy
listening
at
to
all.
this guy.
This guy's out of his mind.
I've been with my wife for 21
you go
years.
through all your
You went through the
sexual-
list?
Bullshit.
Yo, that's why
I
your
mean,
hair
she knew
fell
it.
out because you lied.
Listen,
That's a lie.
A lot of them she found out about anyway, and then you get to a certain point, you're like, fuck it. And I ain't gonna front. You know, you get to a certain point in your life and in your career.
What one was she the most pissed about?
I mean, you got some good shit under your belt. You know what I mean? I ain't like I'm not just out here bullshit. All right? I'm just saying. It ain't like I'm just out here risking it all for the bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My girl's Hispanic, man. Different animal.
Oh, you'll get cut.
She's not. Yeah, she ain't.
What
gonna-
is she?
She'll
Mexican?
blow my car up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
born
you
and
gotta be
raised
careful about that.
Guadalajara. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I come back
Wow.
and my shit will be. I just bought a new car. She'll blow it up.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't need that. I don't
Yeah,
need
yeah.
that.
Maybe don't tell her all about it.
Yeah, no.
Maybe just tell us about it.
Do you
Off air. Yeah.
do you tell her that she's the only Mexican you've ever been with?
No, she's not. No.
Yeah.
She's not stupid.
So you've been with Latins before.
Yeah, come on.
What
man.
about
Look
any-
at you guys trying to Howard Stern your way into this? Come on, bro.
That's why he got that shirt on. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a magnet for Latins.
Absolutely.
What's a magnet?
That fucking shirt. You look like Cuban Santa Claus. Real talk,
My
man.
bad. I didn't wear black today. I didn't get the fucking memo. Everybody in here.
How did you go?
Let's mix it up a little
This is
bit.
New
for
York, bro.
God's sakes.
We don't got feelings.
Man, New York sucks, bro.
Can't wear a fucking.
Oh, why?
Weather-wise,
Oh,
I
that's
was in
true.
I was in Orlando all weekend because I had to go through this hell called Disney World, and like Orlando's like 100+ degrees,
Yeah,
and then
I
you
know.
land back in Jersey and it's fucking 40, and you got to throw
know.
your goddamn hoodie on, like.
Yeah, but you didn't do Disney World the way everyone else does Disney World. Did you? You got the VIP pass where you skip the lines and you get to go on twice?
Well, you know, Brendan.
That's how it goes.
Life
bro.
is good.
I know. That's what I do, but you feel like a complete asshole.
Yeah, you
No, I
earn
don't.
it.
When I was
No,
a kid,
I don't.
I do. I feel terrible.
No, I don't. That's
You
the one.
don't?
That's the one time where I am happy to be me. Like, I mean,
No, I'm
in
happy,
a real way.
I'm happy, but it can't end well for my son because me and my family, my brothers who's sitting here, and my dad, when we go to Disneyland, we'd wait in line sometimes 3 hours.
3 hours,
but
yeah.
we would entertain each other. You talk a lot. My son has no idea.
Nothing.
We go straight to the front. I'm like, you like that? we'll go
But
again.
you provided, like my mother always says, you know, the generations after you are supposed to be better than the generations before.
They need
So
a little struggle.
yeah, well, listen,
Disneyland's that struggle.
We stood in line for 1 hour because it was my daughter's cheerleading competition. So we went to the park on Friday night. We went to the park Saturday, and we went to the park twice Sunday, and then again on Sunday. We had guides on Sunday and Monday. But we didn't have a guide for Friday and Saturday. So we did stand in line for 1 hour for that goddamn Slinky Dog ride
That's the way to do
at
it.
Toyland. And what was crazy about that shit, when I got off the ride after waiting for an hour and 5 minutes and saying to myself over and over, this is not what I work hard for, to be in this motherfucking line for an hour and 5 minutes. There was a guy who was like, yo, Charlamagne, how long you gonna be here? And he gave me like mad fast passes.
That's cool.
For the rest of the fucking day. So it was cool for that Saturday.
Yeah,
We used to just wear a orthopedic boot.
These motherfuckers don't care if you handicapped.
Back
Yo,
in the day,
Florida State.
back in the day, yeah, you either go wheelchair
Not
if it's real
anymore.
serious.
Not anymore.
Now they know
They don't
that
care.
hustle, but back in the day it was innocent. It was a different time, and if you just had an injury of some sort, you go right to the front because they didn't want to have you
They
do
don't
it. So
play
you-
that shit anymore.
Hell no. There's a dude in a wheelchair sweating his ass off behind me. Nobody gave a flying
Yes.
fuck. Yo, I seen
like that shit.
I seen the cops in Orlando. I love it.
you look at them
Equality.
like, at least you got a seat.
Equality. Listen, I seen the cops in Orlando arrest an old lady who was bringing CBD oil in Disney World.
Damn right.
Straight up, CBD oil. That shit is for your fucking joints and shit. They fucking put her in handcuffs. I was like, God damn.
That's some Florida shit.
White lady?
though.
She was white. Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
She was white.
Respect.
she was white. But I'm just saying all that to say the weather in New York sucks.
Yeah, I'm fine. It is what it is. How long are you in town, Brendan?
I leave Sunday morning.
You leave Sunday.
'Cause I'll go Wilder fights Saturday night. You guys going to the fight?
I'm not going to this fight this Saturday just because I know I'm going to be tired.
Yeah.
When you get to a certain age, you know what days you're going to be tired. And I'm going to be tired on Saturday. I'm actually going to see Tyler Perry. I'm serious. But I am going to see Tyler Perry play Saturday night. I usually go to all the fights.
All the fights.
I go to all the boxing fights. If they're at the Barclays or the Garden, I go to them all.
Oh, you only go to them if they're in New York though.
Yeah.
Like you won't travel for Canelo or
Nah, I would, but I just never have. I've never taken in a fight at Vegas. Have you, Shows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never taken in a fight at Vegas.
It's hard now because of stand up on the weekends, but if it's a big fight, we'll take it off. If it was like
I'd
Mayweather,
rather
we would
not,
take it
man.
off.
It's such a hassle to go to the fights and
but
just go
it's,
through
the
it.
energy in a big fight is unlike
Better
anything.
on TV. There's nothing better than TV.
I disagree.
Nah, bro.
I disagree.
I ain't gonna front. Ringside is pretty dope.
Nah, better
I haven't
on
done
TV.
ringside yet.
Really?
Better on TV.
Why? Because you miss things?
No, I think TV, the way they capture it, you hear the corners, the analyst work, you're chilling in your freaking.
But the intensity isn't there. You're
pajamas.
chilling.
Yeah, you don't need the intensity. It's a fight. You're
I
good.
love the intensity. Maybe it's different.
Have you been to
because
UFC
might be
fight?
right.
Not
You been to UFC
live.
Fight?
Not live.
Have you been to a UFC fight? Different animal.
What do you mean?
There's a sense of like it's almost there's a barbaric vibe to it. Because it's like when you see it on TV, it doesn't do it justice. You're kind of like, oh, damn, look at him go. When you're in person, you're like, all right, there's a cage.
Yeah.
There's dudes getting elbowed. There's dudes getting freaking knees to the face. Like,
Yeah.
it's very, very
Visceral.
caveman. Like,
What do you think of that bare knuckle thing?
terrible idea. What are we doing?
Dude,
Terrible idea.
it is like, bro, I'm a boxing fan, generational boxing fan, getting into MMA a little bit now. I watched that bare knuckle thing with Artem Lobov.
Yeah.
And
Paulie Malignaggi is going to fight.
They're gonna
next
fight.
month, yeah.
Bro, I felt like uncomfortable.
You should. That ain't normal. That's not fighting. That's
Too bloody.
It's too barbaric. We've come
Too
so
barbaric.
far, and they're like, oh no, let's go do bare knuckle. No, it's old school.
No, it felt like there's no art to it, right? It's like, even with MMA, in the beginning stages of it, you're like, I don't know, bro, this is
Too
too
brutal.
much. It was
It's too
too brutal.
brutal.
But now there's a little art. You see guys get like locked up in these fucking like choke moves and shit like that. You're like, oh, he was doing that on purpose. That was meant. Bare knuckle is just, I'm going to swing, maybe it connects, maybe it doesn't.
Yeah, but those guys have technique, like Paulie does, Artem does. The thing is, I think, and it's good for the fans, but with Wilder, like, that's an 8-ounce glove. You ever put on an 8-ounce glove? You ever seen how big Wilder is?
Yeah.
That glove spread over, that ain't shit.
Yeah, it's nothing.
That's not doing anything.
Yeah.
So
It
that's-
protects his hands, but you're still feeling all of that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like with bare knuckles, like it would hurt just as much, and the gloves probably would hurt more because they weigh more, right?
No,
well,
there's
you're
less.
going to break your hand more, and you're going to get more cuts with
Gotcha.
bare knuckle.
And their faces
so
get
the
cut
fights,
more.
The fights aren't as good because dudes are breaking their hands or guys are getting so cut up.
Oh,
It's not good. It's
Yo,
poor quality.
What did
fighting.
you guys think about what Wilder said in the in the interview yesterday.
I didn't have a problem with it at all. You know why? Because I'm not pussy, and I grew up in the Mike Tyson era.
Say what he said.
Mike Tyson said, Deontay Wilder said this is a violent sport where people can die in the ring. Yeah. So he was like, yo, you can legally kill somebody. So I guess he basically said, I want to take advantage of that. But by the way, he said this millions of times. He says this every time he's about to fight.
This is his promo run.
He's psychologically fucking with his opponent.
Yeah. He said it to Stavern a while ago, but now it got picked up big time. But it was like a quote.
It got picked up on this show called The Breakfast Club.
It was like a Purge 4 quote. So it's like, but the problem is I agree if you're a Mike Tyson fan, that's the way he talked. But this day and age, especially in our society, people aren't trying to hear that. It goes viral with all the younger crowd, but the older generation, they're not trying to hear that.
Hypocritical, though. And the reason I say it's hypocritical is because you're paying 2 guys to go in the ring and beat the shit out of each other.
No one's going to die. We'd stop watching. If let's say he knocks him out and he killed him, we'd stop watching.
Shit. That shit would be so viral.
It'd be viral, but it would ruin the sport.
Yo, be honest.
If guys kept dying, if your favorite boxer, if Canelo fought in 2 months and dies, you're like, oh, I'm out, man.
No, if Canelo dies, but that's Canelo. But if Canelo's fighting some
guy at the
zone.
I'd watch whoever killed Canelo's next fight,
boom.
guaranteed. But if he kept killing people,
the sport would be done. Because here's the problem, as especially UFC fighters, boxers some, but in the UFC, you don't realize what those guys deal with after the fight. If they actually followed guys and you're like, hey, so that epic fight of the year where those guys got all beat up, if you followed them for the next week, you'd be like, I'm never giving. I feel terrible.
Just watch Rocky 5.
You could.
The start of Rocky 5 and Rocky's shaking and he says he can't feel his hands.
That doesn't do justice.
Wait, what happens the next week?
You're talking about, you're brain damage, you can't sleep, sensitive to light. There's also, it's horrible, it's rough.
What was the worst for you?
What'd you say?
What was the worst for you?
Mine was never too bad. I never had really bad issues. I've seen bad issues though.
What's the worst you've seen?
Guys, they have to stay in the dark because even the light from the cell phone will cause them to pass out or give them a headache. They can't eat. They're constantly throwing up. They have weird anger, aggression towards their family. It's dark shit. It's fighting. It's fighting.
I want to ask you more about that, but why do you think Deontay's comments were wrong? Because honestly, I didn't even take him serious.
I don't think they're wrong. Yeah. I think where Deontay's at in his career, and he's one of the 3 horsemen, right? So there's Fury, Wilder, and then Anthony Joshua. Out of the 3 of them, you're not going to hear Fury or Joshua talk like that because they're bigger than that. So when Wilder does that, I feel like it brings them down. Have you interviewed Wilder?
Yeah,
he's great.
He said on my show on Breakfast Club, he said the same thing. He was like, I do want to catch a body.
He said it on my show and we edited it out.
Oh, so I left it in. That shit went viral.
I was like, I'm good, man. Because he's such a family person, a loving dude. Yeah. I don't want to be painted in that light. Because when you paint him in that light, now when he walks down the street, they're like, oh, there's that dude. He wants to kill somebody. No. There's that dude who's a great father, good person, and he's great for boxing. That's what I want for him.
Well, let's talk about that, right? Because you're an MMA fighter. At what level do you have to get yourself in order to go?
He's retired.
My bad.
He's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, all right, you say that till you slap him. And what level? What level do you got?
You're retired.
Exactly.
Stop rubbing your ears. Let your ears go. What's going on? Why you rubbing your ears?
Exactly. What level do you have to get yourself at before you say, all right, I want to get here, but I don't want to kill somebody? Because you got to kind of be in that mode, right?
You're talking to the wrong guy.
Okay.
I've never been in that mode. I was always scared to fight. For me, it was an athletic competition. I just wanted to beat him. That was the goal. If you give me a goal, if the goal is to get a comedy special, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get the comedy special. If the goal is to beat this dude in a race, I'm going to do whatever it takes to beat him in the race. I don't want him to die. I don't want to hurt him. So in fighting, the athletic competition was to beat him. I didn't want to hurt him.
Yeah.
I'd prefer if they just let me choke him out or beat him by decision.
And plus, I don't take anything fighters say serious before fights anyway.
It depends on the fighter. There's different dudes. There's guys like a Khabib or a Nick Diaz. Mm-hmm. There's certain dudes who you should listen when they talk because they're just cut from a different cloth. That's all they know is fighting. Yeah. So when they speak, they're not trying to. They don't care if you watch them fight. They would fight all of us in here for free. They'd fight out on the street. Yeah.
They truly enjoy fighting.
It's a weird demeanor. I can understand it.
So if Khabib or Diaz says, "I'm going to kill you,"
you should believe that if you give them if the ref isn't there, they would kill that person.
Wow. Wow.
But here's the thing. That's also why they're Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Right, they're willing to go that
Now
far.
someone goes, "Hey, Schaub, you'll be world champion. You make $100 million. Just kill that dude." I'm like, "It ain't happening, dude."
See, Mike Tyson used to say shit like, "I'll eat your kids." He
He's
told
crazy.
He told this one dude, "I'll fuck you till you love me."
And at the time, I'm sure
You know how much
he
confidence
really
that
felt
is
like
in
that.
your dick?
At the time, I'm sure he really felt like that.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like that's interesting because he would be the epitome of what you would call toxic masculinity, but he wasn't. He was actually very sensitive because somebody that was full of toxic
All
masculinity.
fighters are sensitive,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
they can still be toxic. Because
Yeah.
I think at the time Mike Tyson, it was super toxic, and that at the time that's how he felt. Now in hindsight, he looks back at that. He's more educated. He's gone through experiences. He's like, damn, I would never. That's crazy.
It's actually the most contradictory shit ever because he goes, "I'll fuck you till you love me." Then he calls him the gay slur.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, actually, Mike, if you fucked him till you loved him, you'd be a gay slur as well.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
You know what I'm saying? Like it made no sense.
But at the same time, that's what a lot of those guys. That's what it takes to be great. But also, Mike Tyson wasn't an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like there's guys like Stylebender or Anderson Silva. They're artists. They don't want to kill anybody.
Right.
They're
Yeah,
artists
yeah.
of the game. There's certain guys that are artists of the game. Canelo's an artist. There's certain boxers and fighters you can watch where they're artists and they're just really good at it and they want to get the job done, but they don't want to hurt anybody.
Well, Deontay is not that. He's not an artist at all.
He's not an artist,
Yeah,
but he's a great person. So
Yeah,
when he
yeah,
says that, I'm like, dude, you're putting yourselves back in the slums.
Did you tell
you're
him that?
Here, Deontay.
You don't think it's just
I've told him that
psychological?
before, yes.
You don't think it's just psychological though? Like I just want to get in my opponent's head.
I thought that's what it was.
That's what I thought. That's what I took it as.
But when he keeps doing it, so maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe the PR team, Showtime's PR guys here, maybe take him to the side and like, bro, the killing stuff, let's chill on that. But again, it's gone viral,
But
right?
I'm watching that fight for that line.
Because you want to see him not murder, but you
Yeah,
want to see him knock out
Yeah.
the Brazil guy, right?
And the sad part is if he actually does kill somebody in
You're
the
gonna feel
ring,
like an asshole.
he's gonna feel like an asshole, and they might charge him.
No.
No, he'll never get charged.
He'll never get charged?
No,
Oh.
because you signed up. That's when you sign a contract. That's one of the caveats. Is, if you pass away, you signed up for this.
See, and that's wild. Like what he said is true. This is a sport where people could actually get killed.
Yeah, but no one
And
wants
they
to
do.
hear that, do they? No one wants to, because
yeah,
no one's
yeah.
really dying, but down the road they might. But in the NFL, all of a sudden with CT, everyone's like, what? These guys are getting fucked up? It's like, yeah, what do you think was going to happen?
Yeah,
You've been
yeah,
running
yeah,
that
yeah.
into these dudes for 10 years.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
think it was all good? The human body's not meant to run into people like that.
So Schaub and I argue about this a little bit.
It's like watching hot dogs being made. We like to eat them, but when you
But
got
we
to
don't
watch
wanna
them
know
being
what's in
made,
it.
you don't
Yeah.
want to know.
So Schaub thinks there's no real athletes in fight sports. No elite
No
athletes.
real-
I said I said this, or Charlamagne said
you
this?
said this.
Hold up.
Schaub, I said Schaub.
Schaub.
I go, there's no elite. He goes, there's no elite athletes in
Hold on.
Elite?
Hold
elite
on.
athletes. Yeah.
Hold up. There's no. I should
Yeah.
preface was this. There's compared to other sports and what it takes to be in the NFL or NBA.
Yeah.
There's not one mixed martial artist who could sniff doing what NBA or NFL guys do.
Yeah, I don't know how you would gauge elite athleticism
It's different.
in violent sports. Yeah, I don't.
Because if I took the top 10 UFC fighters
Yeah.
and put them through a combine,
Yeah.
vertical, 40-yard dash, 10-5-10,
Yeah.
long jump, they're not scoring well.
Yeah.
And I know some top guys who have done it and scored awful, and they don't want the results out. So it depends how you determine athletic ability.
So
Fighting's a different set. So, but
Yeah.
also LeBron James can't come over and dominate in the UFC or boxing.
But here's the question. Okay. and
Different set of skills.
Okay, so that's the other thing we were talking about, right? So the first one was elite, because I always saw Floyd Mayweather as an elite physical
Yeah,
specimen.
have him do a 40-yard dash. Let me know how it goes.
I
He'd run a
think that he
7
could
flat.
do that.
You're out of your mind.
I think Floyd
it's a
could
different
do-
set. He's not the explosive athlete that can fucking get off the
I think he
gates.
could. I think in his early
But
years.
it doesn't matter if he can in the ring.
Correct.
So
It
I
doesn't
get
matter.
what he's saying when he said there's no
It's a
elite
different
athletes.
set of skills.
Yeah.
But what he was saying was, and it was something about the extent of like, you don't fight because you want to, you fight because you have to.
I'll tell you. So if you take, there's certain
It's a
certain guys
specific
like
thing.
a Nate Diaz or a Khabib. If you gave him a choice, hey, first round pick in the NFL or UFC champion, they like the fight game. They're
Right.
a rare breed. But in general, 9 out of 10 times, if you ask any UFC star, hey, would you rather do this? And it is a grind. Let me tell you, it is a fucking grind. Would you rather do this or sign a contract and play for the Los
Greg
Angeles
Hardy
Lakers?
still wants to play football.
Excuse me?
He just has to fight.
He has to fight.
Right.
Because if you're a baller in football, your dad or your mom's not going, hey, we have no idea how you're going to make in fighting. There's no college. There's no 401k. There's no blueprint. you should stop playing football, which you're really good at,
Yeah.
and go fight. No one's doing that.
Right.
If you're good, you're going to stick with the sport because there's a blueprint on how to make money and be successful.
Right.
Yeah, I kind of agree with him. And listen, I'm not saying that some of these guys can't be elite athletes. I'm just saying that there's no way to show that elite athleticism in a ring.
Well, think about the Greek freak.
Yeah.
Think how insanely or Anthony Davis or Kevin Durant, 7-footer who can dribble like that,
Yeah.
pull up on you,
Yeah.
do whatever you want. Compare that skill set, his athleticism, to a John Jones.
Yo, check it out though. You're right.
I think basketball players are the most unique athletes in the world.
Not true.
Who?
Look at gymnasts.
Come on.
That's easy though.
Come on with Gabby
They're
Douglas and all them be doing all them
tiny.
backflips
They
and
don't count. They don't
Tiny.
count to me.
It's easy.
Really?
We're talking about a set. Like, what is unique? How many 7-footers are out there that have like agility, leaping ability, dexterity? It's just random.
Or these gymnasts be doing like
because your daughter does.
she does cheerleading, but I'm
Yeah,
talking about
there
like these guys. They be doing like 6 flips in a row
Yeah, who
and
gives a shit though?
jumping
That's
on the balance beam.
Yeah,
and
but who cares?
That's athleticism on a different
It's
level.
a different level. But also, if they were 6'7", and you went, hey, you want to do flips on a beam and make $0 in 10 years and go to the Olympics, maybe make a Wheaties box and then start fucking teaching for the rest of your life? Or do you want to be a first-round draft pick?
They take that first round.
So with
Dang.
so with
They're
that
doing it
said,
because they have no other options. They're small. So what else?
that's got to be kind of a gift too, though, man.
being small.
No, doing all those flips a million times.
Kind of. When you're that small, there's really no risk if you fall.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a gymnast?
I feel like I could do that. I
No,
feel like at 6'2",
you think you could do
I
heart
that.
surgery too? Stop it.
I feel like I could do
guarantee
heart
it.
surgery.
Hold on, I've done some gymnastics.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, if you guys as kids
Yeah.
started with the right coach, everyone in here could do a fucking backflip.
That's
It's not-
easy.
Yeah, but can you do
I can feel
5 in a row
If
and
you-
then
if I-
land and parry
With the little bouncy
on your
floor
feet
thing,
straight
the
up?
floor gives you bounce.
I think
If I
y'all
was
fronting
a-
on these
if I
gymnasts,
did
bro.
it
The floor's
since I was a
giving
kid,
you
you'd
bounce.
do it. You would do it.
100%. But not even as a kid. I feel like I could learn that in 4 months.
It takes a little bit of time.
You don't think
Takes a little
Simone
bit of time.
Biles
There's
and
a lot that
Gabby
goes
Douglas
into it.
got like that? That's an ill skill
She's
set,
going to be
bro.
better at landing it because she's had more experience landing
That
it.
right
nice.
there, like the land, your core screen got to be crazy to do all those flips and just land straight down. I don't know, man. I'm just saying.
Let me ask you something.
Okay.
Is gymnastics any different than WWE? When those guys jump off the ring, it's all scripted.
Yeah.
They all know exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah.
If they could do 3 flips in the air,
Some of them
and
can.
then
Some of them do that
splash-
shit.
You know, I've
They
seen
don't
that.
land
Yeah.
great,
Yeah.
but they do it.
Yeah. I just think it's different levels, but I'm saying that's an elite level of athleticism, but they couldn't do that on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying?
They wouldn't have the choice. They can't do it. Yeah. They don't have the
We're just
elite
saying there's a
athletic
unique
ability.
thing to a basketball player because you have size
I agree.
and
And think
athletic
about the
ability.
level of competition. There is on each team, there are 12 of you. And now those 12 don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So you got to hope, homeboy who's been in the league for 7 years,
Yeah.
you beat him out and
Yeah.
maybe you get on the team. Think about it. Second round picks, late first round picks really don't make the squad.
Yeah.
It's so hard to make the NBA.
Yeah.
And then when you do get there, all right, go play against Russell Westbrook.
There's
Let me know
not
how that
even
works out
enough
for you.
elite athletes in the NBA to fill the rosters.
But that's what Allen Iverson always says. Allen Iverson always says that 12th person on the bench will bust your
Bust
ass.
your ass.
Right, but that's our ass.
Yeah,
But they can't
yeah.
even get a bucket in the
They
league.
can.
you're
No,
right.
they can. But the 5 you're watching are so goddamn elite that dude on the bench who
It's
was
useless.
All
That's what I'm saying.
American in college can't get in there.
Yeah, that's not even worth
That's the level of talent.
Okay, so oftentimes you hear comics say that comedy is like boxing. I hate this metaphor.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Because I've never heard a boxer say it's just like stand up.
No, I've never said that either.
You've done it.
Yeah. But what?
I haven't. You've boxed. Well, you've
I was
fought.
a Golden Gloves.
Yeah, you know.
champion, yeah.
Look, I've sparred. I have one smoker, but like, how different is your nerves going into a fight versus going on stage? Was stage scarier for you
No,
initially?
not scarier because fight. If you tell me I got to fight Charlamagne next week,
Yeah.
and people are going to watch, I'd be terrified. Even though I have a skill set,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be scared, man. There's a lot of pressure.
Why? Just because of the anxiety of the crowd?
There's
or-
also variables like I don't know. Maybe on his off time he's been doing stuff. Maybe as a right hand I don't know about.
That's
Like,
right.
There's a
I want
lot
you
of
to
like
keep all that. Think about all that.
yeah, right. There's a lot
Right.
of variables, and also I can't control Charlamagne.
He's hard to hit.
I bet.
Let me tell you
I
something.
can't control him. Now.
We know for a fact this guy is hard to hit. He's like Pernell Whitaker.
Pretty good defensively.
But there's variables in a fight I can't control. I can control what I do, and it was pretty good when I was fighting. But the guys I'm fighting, Travis Brown, Andre Arlovsky, Nogueira, these monsters, they're so damn good at it. It's that sense of not knowing, the unknown is so scary. So, but in comedy, I can kind of control it. I know if I work my ass off, that I'm going to be able. I know what's going to hit. I have a few tricks I know that can hit if I'm in a tough spot. I know I can get the crowd back. And also, if I bomb, cool. I'll go over to the Comedy Store, the Improv, and do something else and redeem myself.
But isn't the crowd like an unknown, though?
Not really. Funny's funny.
Yeah.
Black, white, Asian, funny's funny.
Right.
Nothing. I can't stand when a comic gets done and goes, this crowd, man. Oh, you think it's the crowd? It's not the crowd. It's your material, bro. They paid money to laugh. Not only do they pay money to laugh here, they're also full of booze. Yeah. If you can't make them laugh, you're screwed, man.
Now, I've seen some comics, Hannibal Buress make a certain crowd laugh, which would be white people, but then get in front of a black audience, and they like, and Hannibal had to say, all right, this ain't working, huh? And leave, and leave the stage.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? So
sure.
I don't know if funny is funny.
Well, there are different types of funny.
Yeah, there's different
And
types.
there's also different types of like knowledge sets. You know, like I can't make you laugh about something you don't know.
Yeah.
If you got no clue what Marvel is, and I'm telling a joke about Doctor Strange, that's not going to be funny,
indeed.
no matter how funny the fucking joke is.
True indeed.
And there's certain topics that are like taboo. Like black crowds don't fuck with pedophile jokes. Don't talk about God. Don't talk about fucking kids.
You ain't never did no R. Kelly jokes?
I do.
It's about the pedophile.
My audience is. My audience knows that I'm going to push it, right?
Yeah.
But that's my crowd, not
Correct.
a typical show, right?
But if you let's say Hannibal Buress did a Joe Rogan crowd, and he's used to doing all black crowds.
Yeah.
If they're there to see Joe, there could be a problem there. If they're there to see Joe Rogan,
Right.
If they're there to see
That's
Dave
true.
Chappelle, and my ass shows up, like
Right.
what the fuck?
You're in the way. It's like,
Yeah,
come on,
what are you
this is
doing?
cute. Keep it
Yeah,
going.
Get to the guy.
Let's go to the
There's
guy.
that.
Yeah, no. So crowds change, but I hear what you're saying. Like you're talking about completely neutral, pretty diverse crowd.
Who are there to laugh, like the Comedy Store.
Yes.
They're there to laugh.
Yes.
They're not there for a certain person. Funny.
Yeah. If I'm just pulling up to a comedy show because I want to see some comedians, funny is funny.
But now, if Kevin Hart's doing a show and he's like, "Hey, Schaub, can you do a guest spot?" I pop up and the guy's like, "What the fuck's this white dude who looks Cuban? What is he doing?"
Yeah. Comedy is weird like that. I hear what you're saying. I think it's best practice to never blame the crowd because then you're just going to try to improve. But there are situations where I don't like crowds. Like I'll walk off stage like, I don't like them that
For
much.
sure, there's different crowds that hit. For sure.
You know, sometimes, dude, this gets a little wild. Sometimes I feel like there's a mood across the city. Like sometimes I think it's like there'll be nights where like the whole city is affected. Like I'll do spots, different crowds, different clubs, but like it's when the weather changes.
It's the energy.
The energy of
like
the
sometimes
city
they're tired.
can be affected.
Like if you have a Friday show, if you have an 8:00 show and they're rushing from work, they got
Friday late
problems.
shows. That's where it's fucked up. They work the whole day.
Friday late show is usually better for me. The Friday 8:00 when they get off work, and they're like, damn, they're just trying to chill. That crowd, the energy, they're tired.
See, I think Friday early is fun because they got off work. They're like still got energy. Friday late, they got off work. They didn't go home. They decided to go out and drink. So now they're drinking from 6 o'clock to 10 when the show starts. And then they get 2 drinks at the club. They're shit-faced by the end.
Yeah, why would you even come to the club if you know you're tired after working all motherfucking
But it's
day?
weird.
Take your ass home.
You can feel the energy.
Yeah.
And and then the Saturday night crowd, that bit will crush. And
Yeah.
on Friday, it's like,
And then there are like transcendent comics. Like, I don't know. What I've always admired about comics and wanted to do was like not be on the crowd's energy, but them be on mine.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Like I want to create a tone and an energy that exists in the room
Almost
where
like a
they
trance.
want to be part of.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
a trance.
It's my trance.
you're a magician.
Exactly. And there are certain guys that like they bend to the crowd, what the crowd wants to talk about, et cetera. But a crowd does want to follow you. They just want to know you're worthy to lead them.
Yeah, you're being in control.
That's why that first
Yes.
joke is important, right?
Massive.
Correct.
It's
Right
and
off the bat.
My favorite part about like having an audience is that when I'm the type of comic, like if you don't know me and I walk on stage, you have no fucking clue what I am. You actually fall under this same thing, but people probably know you because of fame. But like when you walk on stage, half the crowd's thinking you're Mexican, half the crowd's thinking you're white or Schaub, like is he Jewish?
Persian.
In so
LA.
nobody knows who the fuck you are, right? A crowd, when they have anxiety like that, it is not good. They don't know where to be. They don't know what they can laugh at, what they cannot laugh at. They feel uncomfortable. If you're a black guy who walks on stage in front of like an all-white crowd, they have an idea of who you are in their heads. It might be stereotypical, but they have an idea. And as the black comic, you have an idea of how they see you. So there are all these like little jokes, like fat comics. They walk on stage, they're like, don't worry, guys, I'm not going to fall on you. Ha, 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 he's fat, blah, blah, blah.
Boo.
Whack joke.
That's a stool fucking joke.
Sure. Whack joke, but at the same time, you're playing into what the audience is thinking. Right? That's why a lot of comics start their sets. There's a version of like, I know what you guys are thinking. Boom. I look like, boom, or something like that, right? So it's like, but with me, nobody knows what the fuck to think about. Am I Irish? Am I Jewish? Am I Italian? Like, am I Eastern European? So that first joke,
It has to be money.
it has to punch. Not only does it have to be funny, it has to set the
side.
tone of me.
Yeah, get them on your side. But also setting the tone. Don't you think that's a confidence thing? Like I've seen comics who maybe it's new material and so they're not feeling very comfortable with it. So they go out there and they don't take control of the crowd and they get fucking steamrolled.
They get broken, yeah. They're
There's
butt fucked by
nothing
them.
worse. Yes.
Absolutely. But the tricky thing is like
What's wrong with getting
depending.
butt fucked?
It depends who you ask,
Yeah,
really.
I'm just
You know what I
asking.
mean? I never been butt
You
fucked.
just said it in a way that, like butt fucking is wrong. I don't want to shame any butt fuckers.
That's fair.
Out there.
I mean,
Anybody getting
I
fucked
butt
in the
fuck
butt.
every once in a while.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm not against the butt fuck.
He goes, wow.
Yeah.
This guy's
You've never butt fucked? You never put
Have you
your
ever
dick in a
been
girl?
butt fucked?
Hell no.
You're asking the wrong questions to that
Yeah, you're
pretty
right.
motherfucker over there.
oh, Charlamagne. On this one, I was like,
But it is an interesting thing. Like, you can't really judge a gay dude for butt fucking when we butt fuck.
I don't butt fuck.
You've never butt fucked?
Nah, it's nasty.
Why?
I just think, why? It's two other perfectly good holes. Like, I don't want to be in your ass.
There's two?
The mouth, the vagina. Oh my God.
Damn.
Andrew.
Now I know why you faithful.
I'm the married one.
Your wife got two vaginas? Whoa. That's like cheating with the woman that's okay.
Let's pay some bills, man.
Let's do it.
Listen, Yeezys, Jordans, Off-Whites. If you're buying sneakers for a few $100s online, how can you be sure they're the real thing? GOAT.com is the safest way to buy and sell authentic sneakers online. Who did I just hear is an investor in GOAT Online? And I thought that was wild because he's an NBA player.
Who?
I'm trying to
PJ
think.
Tucker?
I can't remember. It's somebody maybe a little more popping than PJ Tucker.
We'll look it up.
I don't remember. But GOAT.com is the safest way to buy and sell authentic sneakers online. They're the largest marketplace in the world for authentic Yeezys, Jordans, and over 600,000 sneaker listings, okay? They've made the whole process frictionless and trustworthy.
Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma of the Los Angeles Lakers. That's exactly who the fuck it was. GOAT does this by only accepting sellers with the best reputation and by verifying all sneakers to ensure their authenticity for buyers. I would love to know how Kyle is able to do this. Does he have a sneaker deal? Like, is that? I feel like that would be some type of conflict of interest.
Is with GOAT. So instead of going with Jordan or Nike or Adidas, he's like, fuck it, I'll wear all of them and I'll just have GOAT pay me.
Got you.
Because I'm sure he knew that Jordan, Nike, or Adidas were not going to cut the check.
Well, listen, every detail is inspected from the stitching and color to the size and weight. GOAT certifies that every pair of sneakers on their site matches exact factory specifications. With over 500,000 sneakers on the platform and 10 million users, you won't find better prices for verified 100% authentic sneakers anywhere else. Find the perfect 100% authentic sneaker at GOAT.com/idiots. That's GOAT.com/idiots. Plus, you'll also be supporting the Brilliant Idiots podcast, all right? But you've got to go right now before the sneakers you want are gone. When you go to GOAT.com/idiots, GOAT.com/idiots.
This show is also brought to you by Raycon, baby. That's right. Everyone needs a great pair of wireless earbuds, but before you go dropping hundreds of dollars on a pair, you need to check out the wireless earbuds from Raycon. I have a pair. I wear them regularly. They're the most comfortable and best fitting earpods that I've ever had. Okay? I'm going to be honest with you. There's some other companies might be named after fruit, and they just fall out my ears. Every single time they fall out my ears. I cannot do anything. I cannot do any quick lateral movement. I cannot get out of the way of a taxi. Anything I do makes them fall out my ears. These Raycon things, for whatever reason, they're like, I don't know, they're good, man. They're really good. They have a way of, they like go inside your ear and then they're held with another piece. It's very good. All right, good things happen when Ray is inside you, right? The company was actually co-founded by Ray J and celebrities like Snoop Dogg, all right? Well, celebs like Snoop Dogg are already obsessed. Raycon's E50 wireless earbuds have totally changed the game. They're, like I said, they're the most comfortable things that are out there. They're really good, legit. And listen, they're discreet. There's no dangling wires. There's no stems, nothing. They just sit inside that little ear hole that you have and deliver you sweet, delicious tunes. Great sound. Great sound. Raycon offers their wireless earbuds for everyone in a range of fun colors and at an unbeatable price. Go to buyraycon.com/brilliantidiots and use the promo code PD20 to get 20% off of your order. That's go to buyraycon.com/brilliantidiots. The promo code is PD20 at buyraycon.com/brilliantidiots. for 20% off Raycon wireless earbuds. If you've been eyeing a pair, now is the time to get an amazing deal. One more time, buyraycon.com/brilliantidiots, promo code PD20. Let's get back to the show. Schaub, you got a special coming out on Showtime.
Hey.
Okay. Why didn't you do the Andrew Schulz route and put it on YouTube?
You know what? And I knew you were going to ask this.
Okay.
Because we've gone over
You're my boy.
the game. I know.
Okay.
You're my
We've
boy.
spoken
And
about this.
I would have hit
Sorry,
you.
Showtime, but we're about to try. No, I'm joking.
You know what's different, Andrew,
Yeah.
is if I'm you or if I'm Callan, if I'm some of these other guys, I 100% would do that. Just release it. For me, and coming from that fight background, there's this mystery where, like, is he just doing this? You know, is it kind of a Charlie Sheen thing, Tiger Blood, where he's just bombing and just trying to make money? So I needed, and maybe this is my own insecurities, I needed validation from a network like Showtime, Netflix,
Right.
one of these big Comedy Central.
Makes sense.
Which I showcased for. I needed them to be like, oh, damn, he's pretty good.
And
So that was my thinking behind it. Like, let me get validated. Now, the next one's a different story. But once they see this and the people who haven't gone to my live shows go, oh, damn, it's actually pretty good.
And now they know you're a real comic.
Correct.
And in your mind, that solidified you as being a real comic. I have a special on Showtime.
Correct. I got signed off by a major network.
Yeah.
Right.
Beat out a lot of other comics.
Right.
So to get that validation, for me, was really important.
But it was a personal validation. Because at the end of the
Personal,
day,
but also around other comics and just like fans in general, we're balls deep into comedy,
Right.
So we know the game. But
Yeah.
like the fan walking on the street goes, "Damn, Showtime comedy special, that's pretty cool, man." But hey, released on YouTube,
Yeah.
the fighter, you talking about the fighter released it?
Right.
I'm not watching that.
Did you feel like a real comic prior to this?
I don't know if I'll ever feel like a real one. I always feel like a punter on a football team when I hang out with other comics.
Punter is a part of the team, though.
He is, but he isn't. You know, he is, but doesn't go through the same shit as the rest of the team. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever feel that way.
Do you think you skipped any steps?
I have a sense of like almost shame, like how successful I am in comedy already. You know, like being on the road, selling out. I'm sure it took Andrew how many years?
Long time.
Some guys it takes 20, some guys 15, some guys still aren't. I know some comics that are the best I've ever seen who can't sell 3 tickets. So
Yeah.
I have this sense of shame with it a little bit.
But in a way, you leveraged your fame into something else.
also,
People forget too, like I wasn't, don't get it twisted, I wasn't Conor McGregor or Brock Lesnar or John Jones of the UFC. I was a pretty average, I was ranked in the top 10 for a while, but I wasn't on a main card, like I was in a main event. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I wasn't that famous in the
upper
UFC.
mid-level.
Yeah.
Upper mid-level, like always on the cusp of getting that huge title shot, but
Yeah.
it never really worked out for me. My fame, and I don't think I'm famous, my fame came from being funny on a podcast with Brian Callen.
Right.
My following came from doing a podcast.
Right, you didn't
out
have
of
a
guy's
following
garage.
prior. You didn't have a
not
UFC
at all.
following.
No.
But
So Rogan heard you on that?
Rogan knew me from fighting, right? Because he's the announcer. And then Brian and Rogan were buddies. And then I moved to LA and we'd go to dinners. I was making the guys laugh. And Rogan's like, dude, you're hilarious. You should start doing stand-up.
okay, back to like feeling like you earned it, etc. You'll get shit because you came into this with fame, right? But a guy like Chris Tucker, who really became famous after like doing a 15-minute set and wasn't in the game that long, won't get shit.
But that was the outlet, though, with Def Comedy Jam. So him being on that stage is kind of like what you're saying with the stand-up special. Like Def Comedy Jam used to validate people.
Yes.
If
Sure,
you saw
sure.
them on that stage, you knew they were somebody.
Absolutely. No, and I think it's actually a smart move. And personally, at the end of the day, I think funny's funny. I think if you put out jokes and they were funny, people
Same
would just
thing with
be like,
comics on Carson.
absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what I'm saying, like, there are comics, like Tracy Morgan, I think, made it faster than anybody in history. There are comics that are massively famous that made it without going through the grit and grind that others did, and they're no less comics.
Yes. I agree.
see what I'm
It's my own insecurities.
Yeah.
For sure.
But hold on. Well, I get what you're saying, Schulz, but to get on a Carson or to get on a Def Comedy Jam, didn't you have to be going through the grind of doing comedy
Through
prior?
Carson, with Carson too. Usually you'd have to grind, or like a Mitzi Shore would recommend you.
Yeah, like somebody had to see you at a comedy club or something to be like, oh, you should be on TV.
Yeah.
Because it was a real vetting process with those shows. They didn't just let anybody
Carson,
on.
yeah, I think eventually what happened with Def Comedy Jam got so popular, they were like, we just need people.
We need
anybody
Yeah,
who
especially,
had 5
especially
minutes.
throughout the later years. But when Martin was hosting it, that shit was good, bro.
Beast.
That's
And
when
people were becoming overnight sensations.
Yes.
But those comics, some of them, like when we had Gary Owen on the podcast, like Gary Owen blew up like when he was saying like, I don't know, a year in comedy or something like that.
Yeah, it's fast.
It was super fast.
Yeah,
You're not the
'cause-
first
yeah.
person to get something this quick.
No.
I just feel like it's an easy justification for a comic that hasn't gotten something.
Correct.
It's more about them. It's them going.
Well, any successful comic who has their
Yeah.
own shit going on, they're not throwing hate towards me.
Not at all.
They're super
Supportive.
happy for me and supportive. Anyone who has their own shit and they're successful in their own lane,
Yeah.
they're not throwing. Maybe they're not doing
Until
it.
y'all do a show together and they don't get the reaction you get, and then it'll be fuck that goddamn MMA fighter. They won't even acknowledge you as a comedian. Like that's all it takes.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, man. It's just the ones who aren't doing shit, or maybe disgruntled, or I don't know. Or maybe there's no one. Maybe it's my own shit. You know.
What's your
I'm
style of
they're out
comedy?
there.
Comics are haters in general. That's what like we do. A lot of times we hate on institutions. We hate on the world that we're in. So
Well,
we're
when's the
gonna hate
last
on-
time you went into the cellar or wherever you do your normal sets at Gotham? Went in and when a comic releases special, they go, "Dude, you see that special? That shit was dope."
Yeah.
No, as soon as they release it, everyone goes, "Dude, you see that Kevin Hart? Everyone goes, "You see that Kevin Hart special?"
Oh, it's like
And
people
then they
couldn't wait for Kev
They
to
wait for
bomb.
the blood to hit the water,
Yeah.
sharks, and they go. And then everyone just jumps in on it. I'm
Yeah.
like, why though?
As
That
if-
shit was dope.
As if that person's special not being that funny makes you even funnier.
Yeah, that's the
Like
thing.
nobody gives a shit,
Me
bro.
getting a special at Showtime, I'm not taking away from you getting a special at Showtime. It has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
There's tons of specials out there.
Yeah.
That's your own insecurities.
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
Also, this is a business. Like a lot of times we assume comedy is like the Olympics or some shit where like if you have the fastest time then you win the gold medal.
Yeah.
That's not what this is, right? Like, you know, networks invest in talent that they either have money invested in or they're going to continue investing in. You know, if I'm Showtime and I put all this money behind you for these shows and I've branded shows behind you, I can't let HBO come and give you a special.
yeah.
I invested millions of dollars in building you up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let HBO win off of that.
Yeah.
God damn you.
Damn, Al.
Basketball
Crazy.
game? You watching a
Fuck out.
basketball game? Or
Crazy,
something?
crazy.
The highlights
Al.
from last night?
Crazy, Al. So it makes perfect sense. You actually have a lot of leverage, I think, in that ball game. Now, at the end of the day, Showtime's rep is on the line too, because with every special they put out, if it's trash, then people the next time they put out a special, people are like, I don't need to watch Showtime specials.
Correct.
It's trash. You know, so it is a tricky move. You have to be able to bring the goods.
Correct.
I only watch Showtime specials if I know the person. So if I hadn't met you today, I probably wouldn't have watched it.
That's fair.
And that's not a diss. It's just like
No, I'm
like
the same way.
like Netflix. Even Netflix. Like Netflix got so much
There's
shit
too
on
many.
there. Oh
Yeah, it's
my
too many.
god! Like somebody has to recommend something to me, or it has to be somebody that I actually
Showtime
know.
has a history of, Tiffany Haddish was
And
on
that's
there.
what I'm saying. I
She blew
watched
up.
Tiffany because I knew Tiffany. I watched
Sebastian, Gary. Yeah, there's
I saw Sebastian.
Yeah, Sebastian's. It was clips from Sebastian's that I think really blew him up, right?
I don't even
Yeah.
know who Sebastian is.
Sebastian Maniscalco sold out the Garden 4 nights in a row.
top 10 highest earning comics in the world. I think 40 million last year.
This is a perfect example of the world we're living in now. There will be wildly successful people in a field, and because we don't have one destination for content, which used to be TV, because the internet exists, you'll have no fucking clue who they are.
That's beautiful though.
But Sebastian,
I
it's
love
great.
that.
I think it's great. But Sebastian doesn't really live in our world, right? Sebastian is the Italian ethnic family comic. Like he's not gonna cuss or anything like that. He brings a different audience. He's not on Instagram dropping bits and
the genius he is. He drops bits on
Kind of.
Facebook. That's what blew him up.
kind of. That Showtime special blew him up.
My understanding, and again, I could be wrong, but like my understanding was there are a few bits on Facebook he kept putting it on, and then they just exploded. Like I can remember
I'm sure
a
it
couple
helped, but
bits.
that Showtime special blew him up because he went from that to selling out the Garden 7 times in a row.
I mean, this guy, I remember seeing him when I was in college. He came up to my college and performed at a restaurant I managed. I mean, it's insane to see what happened. And he had the goods back then.
You bigger than Russell Brand? Not Russell Brand.
Peters?
Peters.
It's a different size. I think
Russell Peters is bigger internationally.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
States, he's way bigger.
But he's tapped into something really interesting. He tapped into like something that happens with Jerry Seinfeld as well. Is when you go see Sebastian, your whole family goes together.
Correct.
He tapped into a community
brilliant.
that's like really tight knit. Like Jews are like that too. Like when Seinfeld, the grandparents go, the parents go, the kids go. So
And
now
everyone's
you
gonna
sell
have a good time.
Yes,
Everyone's
you
can
sell
relate
6
to it.
tickets for every 1 ticket. You know, when someone comes out to see me, they're like, "Should I bring my girl? Is he gonna piss my girl off?"
Yeah, my
You know
crowd's
what I
all
mean?
pros. 1836
So
pros.
it's like, and then the girl will come and it was
Yeah.
good, but like they're tapping into a way bigger audience because it's so communal. You know, it's similar to a lot of the way black comics.
Kevin Hart's
operate.
doing it.
Kevin Hart does it.
He's
Kevin
done
Hart
it with his
definitely did it.
movies. Yeah.
But also like in the black community, I've seen like a comic or 2 comics will be risen to the top, and that will be the comedic voice for the community. And You've
Yeah.
seen different guys occupy that space throughout time. Like Mike Epps occupied that space. Cat Williams.
Cat
occupied-
Williams, yeah.
these and then what happens is when they come into the neighborhood, it's like, yo, we can't miss out on our guy coming into our city.
You'll go watch that same set over and
Yes,
over
sir.
and over again. 100%.
Gotta do it.
Because it's really an event.
Yes.
At the end
Yeah.
of the day, it's more so an event than anything else.
See, I thought Kevin Hart's special was an event.
Yes.
Arena,
Yeah.
event, well shot.
Yeah.
He's a superstar,
Yeah.
movie star.
Shaw did something interesting with his special that I'm really pissed off I didn't think about.
What?
He, you know the like 24/7 documentaries that they do for fights,
All access.
the All Access.
Yeah.
He did it for his special, so he has a 4-part series,
3-part series.
3-part series leading up to the filming of.
Oh, that's dope. It's been on Showtime?
No, we released it digital, only digital.
Oh, got you. What's your style of comedy?
Stool fucking.
Yeah, stool
You a stool fucker?
That's great.
Oh,
Just joking.
Really storytelling. Like I'm not a like an old school joke punchline guy. Just storytelling.
do you touch I guess current issues?
Not really. No,
Yeah,
it's more about personal experience. Very kind of self-demeaning. Yeah.
Self-deprecating.
Because you know how people always say you can find the funny in anything. I'm not sure that exists anymore.
Oh, let me try.
Oh, it exists.
That's my
Especially
favorite.
if you're open-minded.
Okay, Alabama abortion bill, go.
I'm getting my
there's
abortions
there.
now.
Guarantee it.
I got 2 lined up.
In
Get them out the way, bro. No, say, of course.
Oh, you mean just in general?
Yeah, because you don't know when it's going to go past Alabama. It could come here, so you got to get them out the way. You know
7
what I mean?
states have passed some type of anti-abortion bill.
See, I don't touch on that stuff, or I won't touch on. You do. I won't
I
touch
love it.
politics either, because I think when you do politics, half the crowd's going to fuck with it. Half the crowd.
Not if you're good.
You're already separating the crowd.
Not if you're good.
Now,
I
if
feel
it's
like
your crowd, Andrew.
yeah, no, because like I feel like if you're doing a joke well, they don't know where you stand in the world. I think where comics fuck up is they tell
Taking a side.
people, yes,
Yes.
the comics go, I'm a liberal
Yeah,
or I'm a
yeah.
conservative. You don't know what I am.
Yeah.
Like conservatives think I'm too liberal.
Yeah, you're good at it.
Liberals think I'm too
You're a beast at
conservative.
it.
So when I'm on stage, neither of them know where I'm going.
You can't offend if you don't take a side.
And exactly. So that's my superpowers. You don't know where I'm going to come at every joke. I know
Yeah,
every
you're a
joke
beast
Trevor
at it.
Noah going to tell. I know every joke that what's the guy, the old white guy that fucks black chicks?
Oh,
White
from
guy that
HBO.
fucks- Bill Maher?
Bill
Bill
Maher.
Maher.
I know every joke he's going to tell.
Bill Maher's a beast, though, bro.
No, but I know where he's
doesn't
going
get
with
enough
every
respect.
I'm telling
joke.
you.
I'm not saying he's not.
Bill is like you in a lot of ways. I know you think Bill is liberal, but he's not. You never know what angle Bill's coming
I
from
know
or
it ain't.
something.
Religion's stupid.
He has an
Oh, he don't believe in
atheist-
God.
He has an atheist
But like,
viewpoint.
don't even say that. Like, if you're a comic,
I like that he says it.
Yeah, he really don't
And-
believe in
and
God.
he only plays to his crowd.
That's the
which
thing.
is
He plays
fucking
right to
huge.
his
So he's
crowd.
like, cool, atheist, here we come.
But wait, we were saying something. It was about. Oh yeah, it was the abortion thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
Let's not do inside jokes with this one.
Why not?
Because I don't want you to.
I mean, if there is something,
We shouldn't cut this one up.
If we should talk about something inside,
This guy. Go.
so, but no, I haven't figured out the bit about it yet. But I think that one thing that like nobody considers is like the abortion doctors.
What do you mean? They're
From their angle?
They can go to jail for 99 years if they perform these abortions in Alabama.
Well, I'm just saying that's true.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But like, we also have to consider them as jobs. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
are
they
we
got a
ready
job
to
to
just
do.
Yeah, it's like
a mechanic.
yeah, like this is a job.
Like, no, that's a good point because attorneys are getting a lot of flack now. Like, attorneys are getting flack for who they choose to represent.
Right.
Like, you know, you
Darden or
saw
whatever,
Darden
yeah.
dropped out, and like I've seen other attorneys
Oh, with
come.
the Nipsey Hussle stuff?
Yeah,
he's out.
and I've seen other attorneys
What are
come
you
to
doing?
his defense. Like, Yo,
This is the justice
he's
system.
a lawyer. Like this guy,
Yeah.
people have a right to an attorney. He's doing his job.
But also maybe pass on that one. You know,
I agree with you.
He should have been like, that would be fun, but I'm out.
It is a weird thing to choose to be an abortion doctor. Like, is that the
weird
only
gig.
thing they do?
I don't know. That's a good question.
No, because the business isn't booming, is it?
I don't know.
Depends where you're at.
I just the one fundamental problem I have with a situation like this.
one, right? Like being an abortion doctor. Like,
I don't know. That's all
Do
they
you
do though.
deals?
Yeah,
I would offer a punch card like with smoothies
Around the holidays?
Yeah. A holiday scoop.
A holiday 2 for 1.
Yo, time out. Y'all playing.
Let me tell you
Y'all
something.
playing. No, listen. Y'all playing.
No, this is a good point. Like, what if you find out when you go in that it's twins? Do you charge double?
Ooh, listen.
does.
Y'all playing.
I would,
but
I'd only take out one.
if you're an abortion doctor, you have to be the nicest person in the world.
Why?
Because it's already a difficult situation for this individual. It's not like it's not one of those things like, all right, lay down. And you know, you got to be nice to the person. You probably got to play music. You probably got to offer them water.
What music would you play?
I would play Usher. There goes my baby.
Now we having fun. Wouldn't he be a good comic? I always say he could do it, man.
Yeah.
This is inside jokes, man. This is inside
But
jokes.
listen,
See, you can do it if you want to, man.
I do have a fundamental problem with, and it's so cliche to say, but it's really the truth.
Okay.
Why do a bunch of guys get to tell women what to do with their bodies?
So-
Like, and also, I want somebody to explain this to me.
Yeah.
Why do they care so much? Like, why would I care that you want to get an abortion?
Yeah.
Like, that's all I want to know. Like, I would really like to sit down with one of them and ask them, why do you care so
Well,
much?
to me, I only care after a certain point. If it's like a straight up baby in there, like
Yeah.
it's a living fetus,
Yeah.
that's tough.
Oh, yeah, that's wild.
That's
Yeah.
tough. That's a different animal.
So we
But
admit
when it's
there's a time.
early,
Yeah.
there's a time. When it's like a tadpole with no eyes, all right,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
Yeah, I think
There's a
but
time for it.
I think most states have some type of law where you can't get it after 6 weeks. Or am I making
No,
that
6
up?
months. 6 months.
No, what the fuck,
No,
Andrew?
it's like
6 months.
no, it's like 8 to 10 weeks.
How long is it in there?
6 months they in the womb throwing up gang signs and middle fingers and shit. What the fuck are you talking about? 6 months.
How dare you, motherfucker?
Yeah, I wish I'm gonna come out
I want
busting.
the smoke.
Do this shit to me if you want to. 6 months.
They talking and shit. You hear echo. You put your ear up to the pussy.
I'm telling you,
Shit up here.
6 months. A baby can actually be born at 6 months, and I mean it'll be born
Correct,
premature, but it can
premature.
live.
At
You know what I
6
mean?
months, can a baby take the instrument used to abort and just bend it?
I don't even know how they do abortions no more.
I don't know how. I thought it was just a pill and it went away. I don't know.
That's Plan B.
But
Listen.
that's super early. That's like
That's
Plan
the
B
next
is
day.
like, yeah.
yeah.
Plan B is you don't even know if the sperm hit yet,
I've had
right?
How
Many Plan
correct.
Bs you have? Be honest.
Oh, I can't even keep count of that. Like
Yeah,
you
I
asking me
don't- come on,
crazy ass
bro.
questions.
Yo, can we be honest and admit that Plan B is sometimes Plan A?
Listen, I've gotten
if
enough.
I'm not wearing a condom.
I've gotten enough Plan B.
It's Plan A.
I've gotten enough Plan B to remember when it was behind the counter and then when it was not behind the counter. All right, like this is easy. All right.
I was looking for it in the aisles, but you got to ask the lady at CVS.
So embarrassing.
Yeah,
So it used to be right there in the aisles, and now they make you ask
No,
the
it
lady,
used to be
yo.
behind the counter.
Now it still is at CVS.
No, no.
Well, these girls
now,
are hiding it from me.
Now it's out, and they wouldn't let you get it. Like if you went there like
Yeah.
more than twice in a certain time period,
Uh-huh.
they'd be like, nah.
They say
I'm with
no.
him on that. Yo, like get your shit together, bro.
Bro,
You gotta
no,
learn.
you fucking
the only
up.
way you're gonna learn, we ain't giving you the pills.
Have a baby. You won't learn how
You
to
can
pull
have a
out.
baby. You fucked up. I see you 4 times this week. No, fuck that.
Real talk. Like, how do you not pull out?
Have y'all ever had a girl abort a baby of yours?
Say what?
Have you ever had a woman abort a baby?
Nah, I haven't. No scoops.
I have not.
I have.
How many you got?
3.
Three?
Damn, you should.
But 2 or 3. I don't remember.
2 or.
I'm.
Yeah, so many to not know those.
I'll
numbers.
say
Yeah.
2, 3.
Yeah.
I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
But anyway, the point is,
Yeah.
I was never consulted. And I never felt like I had to be consulted about it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, no, it's not like they were asking me, hey, do you want to have the...
It's not up to you.
Yeah, exactly. And
It's
that's
not
my
your body.
point.
Yeah,
so how
right.
can a guy tell a woman, hey, abortions are illegal? Like, you can't have them.
But
like,
that's with everything. why they care, I have no idea.
That's
why anyone
wild
cares
to me.
someone's gay? Who gives a
Who
fuck?
gives a shit if they want to get married?
Transgender? I don't give a. If that's what you want to do, I don't care.
Yeah.
Do it. Doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
That's
you
how I
want to be in
feel.
the military? Do it.
That's all, and that's
I
all.
don't want you in my foxhole, but do it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Why don't you want to
No,
know
I'm just kidding.
I know. I'm
Yeah,
just,
I'm just kidding.
just cleaning that up. You can't just let that one slide out there, Brendan. All right, you're about to have a Showtime special. You'll be on the news on Monday.
Depends what you mean by foxhole.
It's just everything you said is absolutely true, and it's just weird to me why people care so much
Also, we're
about
never
shit
in
that doesn't
foxholes
pertain to
anymore.
them.
Everybody, when was the last military war fought in a foxhole?
World War II?
It was World War II.
Good reference, though.
I
You
don't
know
think
what
we
I'm
got trannies in the foxholes.
No, they're controlling drones.
Yeah, it's all drone. Dude, and now here's the thing. If you are going to be a tranny and you're going to control the drone.
Transgender,
Whatever.
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 Whatever. Whatever, Charlie. You can call me whatever you want. I'm just saying, okay, so if you're controlling the drones, maybe no like acrylic nails. Is that a fair thing? For no matter who it is.
I don't give a
If-
shit.
if you're gonna be
as long as your aim is good.
I agree.
Bro, but when
You know what I'm saying? Can you control the drone and you kill some
if you
people?
can kill them, do your shit. If you're gonna be transgender, don't
Yeah.
half-ass it.
Go
Don't
all
come
the
in
way.
with a 5 o'clock shadow and a dress and your dick hanging out the front. Like show some
Go
respect.
tuck. Go tuck.
Go tuck.
Yeah.
Clean up. Little fucking rouge on. Like,
Yeah.
don't half-ass it.
Yeah, don't come out of the
You're
men's
in or
room.
you're out.
Like, why is this so dirty? It's like, you wanted this.
Yes.
First of all, and the other thing, when you're in a war,
Men's rooms be dirty. That's how it is over here.
when you're in a war, do you really give a shit what a person's gender or sexuality is?
And how does
No.
it affect you? Like, it doesn't matter, man.
Can he aim this fucking gun? Or can
Yes.
she aim this gun?
Yo,
That's all
I was
care
right about abortion. It is 6 months.
No,
You know,
it's not.
It is third trimester. 24 weeks.
No. Well, hold
Yeah.
on. 24 weeks to what?
24 weeks ain't 6 months, is it?
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Because then you're
Nah,
killing a
bro.
little fetus.
I left!
Is the bathroom right? Can I go to the
Yeah,
bathroom?
go. All right, guys. Philo. The URL is philo.tv, guys. Philo.tv. Say goodbye to expensive TV bills with Philo. Philo is the cheapest way to watch over 50 of your favorite channels like ID, BET, OWN, VH1, AMC, VH1, MTV, VH1, Nickelodeon, VH1, Discovery, Lifetime, TLC, History, all of them. Catch the biggest shows on TV: The Walking Dead, Love and Hip Hop, SpongeBob, Paw Patrol. All these shows, plus tons of classic movies. Shoot, you can watch The Breakfast Club on Revolt. Enjoy live and on-demand TV, plus unlimited recording. That's important. Save as many shows as you want. Never miss a minute of the shows you love. Watch from your TV, phone, or computer, whenever you want. That's massive. Okay? Why are we still doing this thing where we're watching our TVs on our TVs? Sometimes we're not ready to be there at the time. Sometimes we're not home. Sometimes we're on a bus. Sometimes we're driving. All right? Sometimes we're in the passenger seat. You want to watch a show, you can on your phone if you got that Philo. It costs only $20 a month, so you'll save hundreds of dollars each month on your TV bill. Philo is available on Roku, iOS, Fire TV, Android TV, and Apple TV. There's never been a better deal on cord-free, commitment-free, hassle-free TV. To start your free trial, visit philo.tv/idiots. That's philo.tv/idiots. If you go now, you're going to get 15% off your first month. So go now. Go get that Philo TV. And we are back. How was your pee?
P was good, man.
Taylor, happy birthday. You got to be out of here.
Taylor about to go home in Miami. You gonna live your best life, Taylor.
But not too good. Not too good.
No, it's gonna be a little slight turn on. It's not gonna be crazy.
I'm going to be looking at your Instagram.
I
You're
don't
going to
really
get
think
some
she's going to
comments
Miami. I
from
think
me.
she's going to Broad and Erie for the weekend.
What is that?
That's the only place you know is in Philly. That's the only place.
Oh, I had no clue what you said. I thought you were talking about a Caribbean island.
Well, you have fun.
Thank you.
All right, don't come back 2 weeks pregnant. 'Cause we don't know what those laws are in Florida.
Yo,
Goddamn it.
they're changing.
I'm
They are.
not
Yo, that's a good
I'm not
question.
gonna have any
Also,
sex.
what happens? What is it about for the abortion? Is it where you got knocked up, where you
Nah,
live?
can go in. People been, by the way, people been doing shit like that. Because Alabama used to be a state where people would go when they were real late in the pregnancy because they still would do pregnancies like mad late. If I remember correctly. Not saying that I've ever sent anybody there. I'm just saying if I remember correctly, it used to be one of those places you could go to get it done when it was like real deep into the pregnancy.
Damn.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah. yeah.
We're talking about Planned Parenthood?
No,
Yeah.
we're over that.
That P squared. All right, let's go.
Oh, let's talk.
what?
Did you see the trailer for the movie Laquisha?
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Yes. Written, directed by me.
You heard about it?
No.
Okay, well, the writer, what's his name? What's the guy's name?
I have no clue who this
I
guy
can't
is.
remember his name, but basically, he did this movie. It's an independent film where a white man pretends to be a black woman to get a job at a radio station so that he can pay his son's private school tuition.
This is a documentary?
No. No, it's a fictional. It's a fictional film called Laquisha. Now,
Yeah.
I had a take on this earlier this week.
Okay.
And my take was before I saw the trailer. I didn't really know what was going on. I was in Orlando, so I was broadcasting from Orlando. So they were trying to tell me what was going on from the studio.
Yeah.
So my take on it was, number one, it's a movie, right? Number two, we've seen this a million times before, whether it was White Chicks, whether it was Charlamagne, where the guy pretended to be a woman to play in the WNBA, whether it was fucking Martin pretending to be Shanae. If your issue is the fact that he's playing a stereotypical black woman, Martin did Shanae, Jamie Foxx did Wanda, Tyler Perry does Medea. I've seen this a million times. Actually, I thought the premise was kind of dope. You know what I'm saying? A white guy wants to do radio.
But he has to go blackface.
No, it's all his voice.
It's radio.
Oh, it's just his voice.
Just radio, yeah.
Now, so that was my take on it initially. I'm like, that we've seen this before. But after watching the trailer, I felt even less about it because if you watch the trailer, he learns how to act like he's not just acting like any black woman. He's watching reality TV. So he says, if I act like that, I'll be able to get a job anywhere. So he starts mimicking the black women he sees on reality television.
I'm in.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
It's
in.
not like he's mimicking just any queen out there, which I thought he was doing at first.
Right.
But it was a specific, just like in White Chicks, they were specifically mimicking two white girls. So I had even less of a problem with it. And they say he gets fucked up at the end because he ends up making some big mistake and he learns that the best thing to be is himself. So it's a whole lesson in the movie.
Oh, I
basically.
like it.
I thought the
Sounds
premise
dope.
sounded great.
Yeah. Okay.
And that was my take.
Yeah, my feeling on it is like, this is the same shit that these companies do. It's like, how do we piss off Black Twitter so they promote this for us?
Listen, they promoted Laquisha so fucking
It's
good.
genius. You just put out the trailer, Black Twitter got a hold of it, and they're like, oh, we are dragging this. It's like, you're not dragging anything. You're actually propping it up.
Promoting the shit. I said that at the end of this segment, I specifically said, the moral of the story is we just promoted the shit out of this white man.
Same with like Gucci and these high level brands,
Of course.
right? Yeah.
They just promote it. So now that's a new thing. It's like, how do we piss off black people, but in a safe enough way where they'll just promote it for us and then forgive us and everything will be
Equal
okay.
sales.
What the guy should have done, whoever was doing it, and I feel like this, whenever you're creating something for anybody, if you have an idea that involves Asians, if you have an idea that involves gay people, he should have just reached out to a black woman comedian, told the black woman comedian the idea, and asked the black woman comedian, do you want to be executive producer on this?
Great idea.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'll get you a
Co-sign.
black woman
Yeah,
writer to help
co-sign.
you write it.
Then it wouldn't get the flack that is going to promote it. The
Yeah,
only reason
because
we talk about
you didn't know who's behind it.
Yeah, don't release that.
Yeah,
I'd
just
wait
put the
for all
trailer out.
promo and then
then
release it.
come
Come
out.
Get all the hoopla. I'm like, what are you talking about? Wanda Sykes helped me write this.
That's it.
That's risky though, because then Wanda could look like a sellout. If they decide that it's not going to be funny, it's not going to be worth it.
Listen,
Should be all right.
it's a movie, bro.
What network picked this up though? No major network.
They released it on YouTube.
Yeah, there you go.
So they said they got like $30 million. And if this was a real movie, it was like $30 million worth of promotion for an independent film.
Yeah,
Wait, it's on YouTube? The movie?
The trailer was released on YouTube.
No, the trailer.
but
The movie's not even out yet.
The movie's going to be in theaters.
Legit theaters,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a major production.
Nah.
I think it's more indie. I think it's just more indie.
Oh, so it's not gonna be at like AMC.
No, probably not. I don't know. And again, I don't know. But all trailers are released on YouTube. That's
Yeah.
just how we watch trailers now.
Yeah, but it's an actual YouTube channel that does nothing but trailers. I noticed that when I actually clicked on this link. It was like, it's called YouTube Trailer or some shit
Right,
like that.
right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. I just think it's like, eventually Black Twitter is going to have to go, oh, they're using us. Okay, let's
stop giving attention.
Let's stop giving
It's kind of
them
like with the
attention.
mass shooters. Stop giving them attention.
Yeah.
Stop being like, oh, he refers to himself as the Joker, and let's look at his manifesto and let's look at his crib and go into
Right.
That's what they want.
Tricky with the mass shooters, though,
No,
right?
it's not though. Don't even show them. Don't mention their name.
Yeah.
Just be like, white boy 16, crazy.
That's
We're
it.
out. We don't highlight what they did.
Yeah.
Highlight the victims.
So how do we remedy the problem, though? Jesus, that's what we're getting.
I don't
I'm not
think
gonna lie.
the three of us are gonna figure it out.
Bro, that's what we're getting in America, though. I'm gonna
I'll
be honest with you.
I
You need
thought
more-
about some shit, man.
Talk to me.
Well,
I was thinking about Brexit. You know Brexit?
Yes.
The black, no, what the fuck?
Brexit?
I was saying, what's Candace Owens
Is
shit
that
called?
black eczema?
No.
You talking about in the UK?
No, black exit. But Brexit in the UK, right?
Oh, okay, yeah, Candace Owens shit is
So,
black
you know,
citizen,
the UK votes democratically to leave the European Union. Okay? Still haven't left the European Union. They're most likely not going to leave the European Union. They might do another referendum, and they'll probably end up staying in. I doubt that they're going to leave. That's because they have no guns. Guns, in a weird way, ensure freedom of the people, and there is a high cost for that because people die because of guns. But you do not have freedom from a government without guns. America was the first Brexit. We Brexited from the England in 1776 or whatever.
Part of the Second Amendment.
Can't follow you, but how's this going to help with the mass shootings?
The mass shootings, and this is a fucked up thing to say, are a cost of freedom.
No, Andrew, no. Australia's free.
I think
tons of other.
I think the mass shootings is what comes with that type of freedom.
That's what I'm saying.
Not to this degree.
Yeah.
I think the mass shootings come with how toxic social media is and how negative the world is.
But it was happening before. It was happening before
The
social
anxiety,
media.
no, not like this. Not to this degree. Not in
I
high
don't know
schools.
about that. Because think about it, Columbine, all that shit.
Look up the stats. Look how many more mass shootings are now.
But I think that could be the
social media.
promotion. I think that could be like us.
No, just in general, as far as young mass shooters, white males, it's always white males, right?
Right.
The number, the frequency of mass shootings in high schools, just in general, America's higher than ever. There's more suicides now more than ever because of social media.
Oh, that's definitely a direct correlation to social media.
And also mental sickness, right? Anxiety, all that goes, and it's never been higher.
I'm saying there's things that we can correct, right? Like we can try to correct the social media problem. We can try to correct anxiety. We can try to correct these other things. And then potentially have a situation where we can also have guns. But I'll tell you, the second you have guns, you don't have free speech. Like, you point me at a country in the world that has free speech without guns. In England, there's no free speech. You can get arrested for tweeting things. This tweet incited violence, arrested. Canada, no guns. You don't have free speech. You have freedom of expression. Freedom of speech only exists where there are guns.
Yeah, but look how we're doing. It's not great. It's pretty fucked up, man.
What do you mean? Like, as far as what?
As far as society's going, mass shootings are up, mental health is up.
Well, I definitely think the rise of mental
freedom
health.
of speech. It's great.
I think you need freedom of speech, man. I really do, man. I think it is incredibly valuable. I think it's a linchpin of
at what price?
But how do you silence freedom of speech? And I don't know. And I agree with you. I think the rise of mental health issues is happening because of social media. I think that, we all grew up in a different era. So we grew up with a sense of self-worth. Yeah. We had our parents and, people around us instilling self-love in each other. So we truly loved ourselves. We had a different level of confidence. Now, these kids are born in an era where all their confidence comes from the opinions of other motherfuckers.
Yes. Well, but also, when we were growing up, if my dad got me some dope kicks or whatever, a bike, I didn't know what the other kids were doing in the next town. I have no idea.
So you was happy with that
my bike is dope.
There you go.
Now, let's say my dad buys me a car at 16, buys me an old school BMW 3 Series. Beater, but it was mine. I love that thing. I post on social media as a 16-year-old now, I'm getting roasted. And also, if I'm a girl, I'm comparing myself to Kylie Jenner, who has a G-Wagon and $1 billion. So I'm like, damn, this car ain't shit, man. I can't drive. Dad, I can't drive this. What are you doing?
Yo, back in the day,
that's the problem.
Back in the day,
listen,
back in the day, we would look at celebrities, right?
Yeah.
And that was like the bar.
But you were okay with that because
you know celebrities.
Yeah. Untouchables.
But now your fucking next door neighbor balling, or giving the illusion that they're balling. Yeah. So that's fucking with you.
And what they've always said, even with violence, right? It's like violence stems from relative poverty, not poverty. If you have an impoverished area and everybody's there is poor, there's no reason to steal. We're all poor.
Yeah,
but if you stick poor people right next to some rich people, and these rich people walking around with their money hanging out their pockets, and you don't got anything to eat, you're like, shit, I might have to take some of that money.
But poor is subjective too, though.
But same goes with emotional support, right?
And that's where the mass shooters come in, because the mass shooters, if you look at all the mass shooters, they're all these super white outcast kids,
Vanilla ISIS,
who didn't fit in. They didn't. Vanilla ISIS. They didn't fit in. They didn't have a group to claim. They didn't have. They weren't popular, so they feel outcasted, and they have this vengeance they want to get on the students. So, and also social media. when I was a kid, I'd get bullied in elementary school. I went home. I knew I had to deal with it the next morning, but I wasn't getting roasted online. Now kids get bullied.
It's nonstop.
It's worse online.
And these kids think it's the world. So it's not just these kids in their school.
All their values in that Instagram following.
Absolutely. So it's not just these kids in their school. It's not just these kids in their neighborhood. They think it's the world really roasting the shit out of it.
When it's not.
Yeah.
That's not the case.
I just want to know how we get back to a place where, self-confidence comes from your peers. Like people that actually give a fuck about you.
But your social media needs to fix their shit.
Yeah, but
too.
it's also parents adjusting kids' expectations with social media. It's like we do this thing all the time where like millennials are so awful, and it's like, well, who made them awful? Shitty parents.
100%.
It's all parents. Like if the kids are fucked up, it's your fault, parents. Y'all got kids. If they're fucked up, that's on y'all.
Absolutely. No, I agree 100%.
So it's like what we did is enabled these fucking kids since they were young, right? I've always said this. When I was a kid, if I fucked up in school, my parents said, hey, get better in school. And if I was like, well, my teacher didn't like me, my parents would go, well, in life, people don't like you. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Now these parents, if the kid goes, my teacher doesn't like me, they try to get the teacher fired.
Or they transfer
the kid out of school.
Yeah.
So what do you put in your little kid's head? When you're uncomfortable, the world bends to you. The world will bend at your whim when you feel any bit of discomfort. That's why these kids are so entitled.
This kid's mom came to the school somewhere. I forgot where it was at, but she came to the school to basically talk to the class and tell the class, stop bullying my fucking daughter.
Oh, wow.
Or it's going to be consequences and repercussions.
Yeah.
Right? They banned the parent. Why would you ban the parent for coming to the school to do your job?
Correct.
You as the teacher or the principal is supposed to stand up to this class and tell this class, stop bullying
That's a shame.
bullying this kid. Why would you ban the parent for that? For doing her fucking job?
I'm warning you.
Word up.
I went to a school. I was a grown ass kid, 18 years old, and I went to a middle school and told the kid, you got to stop picking on my brother. I put a middle school kid up against a chain link fence. I should get arrested for that.
It probably worked though, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You didn't get bullied anymore.
I tell my daughter all the time, and this is probably terrible.
How old are they, Charlamagne?
My daughter's 10, but I just want to always make sure she's confident.
I'm
and
a
I
psychopath.
always want to make sure she's not letting anybody, be a I'm always making sure she's not a pushover.
I wish Train would shut the fuck up.
I know what the fuck is going on. So I told her the other day, I'm like, look, because I saw like one of her friends put her hand in her face, not in a disrespectful way, but just in a way I didn't like. Don't do that. And I was like, yo, you tell her. Don't put her fucking hands in your face. Don't let her touch your head. None of that
draw
shit.
the line.
And if you don't, I'm gonna beat her daddy up. I'm serious. Like, do you want me to beat her daddy up? You know what I mean? Because I don't want to have to say something. I don't want to have to be the parent that has to say, "Yo, don't do that." Now my wife will do that all day.
Yeah.
But even that, if you are a parent and another parent tells your child not to do something, I don't know how you may react to that. I grew up where it took a village. Nowadays, people don't like that.
Yeah.
So
You'd be cool if someone said something to your daughter now.
it depends on what she's doing. Yeah, it depends what it literally,
If
honestly
she's
depends what
acting
she's
up,
doing.
I don't know.
I don't have a problem if she's acting up. Yes, don't put your hands on her and nothing, or scream at her, but tell her she's acting up and then call me.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
but
the other thing. You could take it to the parents and be like, hey, that's why I like what that woman did at the school. She was like, listen, I'm coming here to ask you guys to protect my daughter.
She did it to the principal and the other teachers, not in front of the class.
no, she did it to the class.
Ooh, she's about to get roasted.
that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
Roasted.
Yeah,
you fucked up, Mom.
Yeah.
Because I would have roasted
that's
the
wild.
shit out of that kid.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I didn't see the kids come back with no bars though.
They will. They will. They're probably
When they
writing
walk
right now.
away.
Yeah. I didn't see them good, but I know they banned the parent from the school. But I agree.
So, when I was a kid, I used to coach these basketball teams for younger kids, and I remember there was this one kid on my team, nice little kid, and one of the other players, I guess, like slapped him or something, right? And he was crying. He went back to his dad, and I'm kind of like observing what's going on from afar. And he goes back to his dad, and I see his dad kind of go, that was a kid? Okay. And he goes and he whispers something to the kid. And he goes, I don't want to. He goes, nothing you gonna do. Right? I'm like, what's about to happen right now? And the little kid walks back up to the other kid that did something to him and just punched him straight in his face.
Goddamn right.
And the dad just kind of tipped his hat.
See, I love that because with that kid's never gonna fuck with that kid again.
Boom.
Ever.
But here's the problem now, because they say you can't do that. Go talk to a parent. Go talk to a teacher. Talk your way through it. Now these psychos go, I'm just gonna get a gun. I can't hit him.
Jesus
I'm gonna go
Christ.
full extreme on it. So because before, if
Christ.
there was bullies,
Yeah.
like if you mess with me, right, my older brother's gonna fuck you up. There's
Right.
consequences.
Right.
Big J's job was to come and wreck your world. So no one really fucked me. If they did, they paid a consequence. But now that there's not that level of no one's scared of anyone now.
Yeah.
Listen, you're right. We got the root to the issue to me, man, is like what you said earlier, because it's something I always say about, it's basically hurt people.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you got to start getting to the root of the issue when it comes to these kids. Like, we got to start helping them to deal with their trauma, helping them to deal with their hurt and their pain, because if we don't, they're just going to keep redistributing that pain. So what the fuck is making you upset?
Correct.
Like, when there's people in my daughter's class, like it was a young girl in my class, a young girl in her class who said, I'm going to kill everybody. So they kind of like suspended her for a little while, and then they let her come back, But my thing was, I always tell my daughter, like, yo, be nice to her. Not be nice because you're scared, but because clearly she needs the love.
She's going through something.
Yes!
There's a reason why she's latching out.
You don't want to be on that
It's because
list.
maybe her dad's,
Shut up.
maybe her
for
dad's
real.
hitting her at home or
Something.
But there's a reason why she's protruding that.
Yes, she needs love. Like, I'm like, yo, you don't shun people like that.
Nah, but especially now, you be nice to those people because
Because if you shun them, that's when it gets
they're
dark.
going for you first. There was a kid in my high school. This kid was weird. I don't even know why he was with us. He was like autistic or something. He was off, but we kind of like, brought him in a little bit. We protected him, but we'd still fuck with him and tease him a little bit. He was like the manager of the basketball team type of shit. And come to find out, this motherfucker had a hit list.
Really?
Okay,
I was
of course.
on that shit.
You were on it?
I was
And
on
you
it.
were
I was
cool
like,
to
bro,
him?
I've been taking care
What
of
are
you
you
all
doing?
these years, you piece of shit. Like, we fuck with him. He was afraid of the dark. We turn the lights off in the class, like a little shit like that.
Well, wait till you see Alex's list, goddamn. A. Schultz is number one on that shit. You wait till you see that motherfucking list, goddamn it. I used to have the. I don't want to call them. I'm from a different era, so I was about to say the R word, but whatever they are, mentally challenged. Yeah.
Retards.
I used to do shit like that. I used to tease those kids. You know what I'm saying? And they used to fuck me up. I got fucked
They
up.
were so strong.
Whoa,
They gotta get in MMA.
That
Bruh.
arm strength?
Yeah.
bruh.
That
Like, I don't
arm
even like to
strength?
say that because I don't even know if that's
I
a
don't wanna see
stereotype.
one when I walk out.
Bruh, where are they?
They all have big asses and just strong.
No, he's not lying.
Strong.
He's not lying.
When I would pick
remember,
a team,
he's
I
not
always
lying.
took him first.
He's not lying.
I'll take Danny
He's
with the
not
downs.
lying.
I'll take Danny Downs.
He's not lying. Listen, it don't matter if they're.
I'll still
He's not lying. It don't matter if they're male or
Downs, you
female.
running back. Good luck, boys.
Male or female, they have fat asses, bro.
They all have
all of them.
asses.
Yeah.
That's the power, bro.
Yeah.
They all had fucking necks like Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Like gills on the side.
I got
Yeah, they do have a triangle.
They all have
kinda.
fucking necks, bro.
I got choked out by one. I used to tease this dude 7 days a week. You know why it was 7? Because he used to go to the Kingdom Hall with us too. So even at the Kingdom Hall, I'd be behind him,
teed
just
him in
whispering
God's
shit.
house, bro?
Yes, man.
Wow.
Like, I would not let up on this kid. And one day I walked past this kid saying the same old shit I used to say, and that was all she
That
wrote.
R strength kicked
Man,
in.
I felt the fucking what do you call this
Guillotine.
Rear naked choke.
shit? Rear naked chokehold. God damn it.
Good luck getting out of
And
that.
right when I'm looking like nobody's coming to help me. What the fuck is going on? And right before I pass out, he just lets me go. And when I turn back around, he's just walking off like nothing happened.
Gangster.
His name was Brian.
You're damn right it was.
What's he up to now?
I have no idea. I was in the slow classes for a little
That's
while.
different. That
That's
means you were
different.
bad in school. So
And
they
I
put all
failed
the
some
bad
standardized
kids.
tests, and they had me in there with.
Wait a minute, you might be retarded.
No.
I'm serious. They had me in there with all the people I used to
They
tease.
probably just had you saying S words. Say specifically.
I used to terrorize this one kid. We used to call him Peter Pan. Because if you walked past him and said, Peter Pan is dead, he would lose it. I'm talking about fucking lose it. And we'd be in like chorus class and we'd be changing like words and songs like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Rain Dog. Like, there! It's there! Like, yo, that shit was so crazy, man. I'm serious, man.
Wait, did he have learning disabilities?
I don't know what it was. It was one of those.
An attitude issue to be.
Yeah, it was one of it, but it was one of those autistic
Yo, Taylor
Asperger.
Taylor did that a little today when we started saying white happy birthday. She was like, Black happy birthday.
I didn't know that happy birthday, so I just.
You didn't know the Stevie Wonder happy
Nah, I didn't
birthday?
know. I just went quiet.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Have you seen Stevie Wonder blow out candles? That shit is hilarious.
Stevie Wonder don't blow out no fucking candles. Stevie Wonder be in a room just spitting on people.
There's candles blowing out, bro. No cake. No one got him cake.
They got a video of Stevie Wonder shooting a free
Is that
throw.
really Stevie?
I saw
that shit.
Son, this shit
That's not
got
Stevie,
me
bro.
dying.
That's not
Let me
Stevie.
tell you, son.
That's not fucking
It's
Stevie. I don't believe that.
They got him at the free throw line. This is my favorite part,
Bullshit.
right? Watch it. He goes. He's out there. They point him in the right direction. He hoists that shit up, and then he goes like this. Got him. That's
not real.
Man, why-
he got it in.
When I first started going to LA, when I first went to LA in like 07.
Oh, fuck.
And I used to stay at this like hotel that was off in the cut. I don't even remember the name of that shit now, but that shit was in the cut. Me and Wax saw Stevie in there with a bad woman.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. It was late too.
Feels her out. Just fucking.
Yo, bro, she was bad.
Really?
And it was like 2 in the morning.
And what you
Fucking,
said?
it's Stevie Wonder.
I said, I see you, Stevie.
He said, I don't.
You did not say
Yes,
that.
I
to him.
did. That's what
You said,
walking
I
past him, I
see you,
said,
Stevie.
I see you, Stevie.
You couldn't just say what's up.
Nah, bro. I see you, Stevie. Like, he had a bad
A baddie.
chick with him. Oh, my God.
What did
At
he
like
say
2 in the
back?
morning.
Horse.
Nothing.
He ignored you.
He ignored us. Him and the young lady.
He didn't want the attention,
Him and
bro.
the young lady ignored us. But I think this is one of those hotels, like, where people go to play like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't supposed to say anything, but I was green back then. I
But
didn't
wasn't
know
it
nothing
good
about that shit.
confirmation?
As far as what?
Like, he don't know how she looks. But you going, I see you, Stevie, was like, okay, I got to go.
I think people like that are good gauges of energy, bro. Like Ray Charles used to like feel your arm or something
Yeah,
like
feel
that
your wrist.
to
Yeah,
know
your
if you was
wrist.
fine your wrist.
Your wrist.
Yeah. Maybe eyes are overrated. I'm glad I got mine. But
But
you
Ray
know,
Charles probably has a squad who's like, this bitch is bad.
yes.
you still calling girls bitches in 2019?
No, I'm just saying.
I'm
maybe.
calling-
Oh.
Yo, this guy's faithful. He don't call bitches bitches.
Nah, it
This guy's
depends.
crazy, bro.
This portion of the show is brought to you by Showtime. Okay? All right? In the new 4-part docuseries, Wu-Tang Clan
Oh, shit.
of Mics and Men. Let me tell you something. I finished Wu-Tang Clan last night. Directed by Sasha Jenkins and produced by Mass Appeal. I am a Wu-Tang fanatic. Wu-Tang Clan is my favorite hip-hop group of all time. Ghostface Killah is my favorite personal rapper of all time. Man, this documentary sent me through an emotional roller coaster.
It's so good.
Because you don't realize the shit people go through even when you think that they are on top of the fucking world.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, when did people ever make money in hip-hop? Like when? Like when did a mass group of people really make money in hip hop? Because it seemed like majority of them was fucked up.
Really, the whole time.
Yes, like a good portion of the time. Like I didn't know that they were banned from Hot 97 at one point because Ghostface went on stage and screamed "fuck Hot 97" because they made them close and they didn't want to close because they made them go on after Bad Boy, and this was when Bad Boy was red hot and they got banned for like 10 plus years. So you wonder why certain groups, you know, aren't at the level you think they're supposed to be at, even though I never noticed because I was a Wu-Tang fan. But there was a period where Wu-Tang really did cool off, and you wonder why these different regimes come in.
Yeah.
It's because of shit like that. So they was banned from the radio for 10 plus years. This is before the internet.
Huh.
You know what I mean? So they
When you
needed
needed the radio.
Yeah, they needed the radio. So listen, man, you should go watch it. It's over 25 years of never before seen footage and exclusive interviews with the group on their journey from Shaolin to superstardom. The entire series, Wu-Tang Clan of Mics and Men, is now streaming only on Showtime. And to celebrate the 25th anniversary of their breakout album, Into the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers, Showtime is offering you a special 36-day free trial. Just go to Showtime.com and use promo code INTO36. This offer is for first-time subscribers only and expires May 31st. It is absolutely worth that free subscription. You can cancel it after the 36 days, but that Wu-Tang of Mics and Men is an amazing documentary. I feel like they left a lot on the table, though.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just feel like it was a lot more that they could have like went into. I think they spent too much time on the Martin Shkreli shit. Like, I didn't give a fuck about that. Like, that was like such a brief moment in time for Wu-Tang. Like, to me, that was for the people who just found out about Wu-Tang in the past few years, like the youngins who they probably was trying to have a relatable story with. Like, I didn't, like, that shit was whack to
There's
me.
some cool footage that you've never seen before, like in Method Man's apartment. Like there's some cool shit.
Nah, it is. It's a great documentary. And I'm not just saying that because Showtime is in the room.
Yo, Showtime. So get some Showtime. Watch it. Watch Brendan's new special. When does it come out?
When y'all
Friday.
When Showtime
Friday
gonna give
night.
when y'all
This
gonna give
Friday.
Andrew a special, yo?
10 p.m. Pacific.
10 p.m. Pacific.
I'm sorry, 10 p.m. Eastern. And you can watch it. You can get Showtime for free. Charlamagne just gave you guys a code, but if you go to Showtime.com, promo code Schaub, you get 30 days free of Showtime. So you can watch my special this Friday. You can watch Wilder fight. You watch it all.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Is that not on
For free.
pay-per-view?
Nope.
No, it's gonna be on Showtime.
dog.
No, I thought it was Premier Boxing Network.
Nope. Showtime.
It's on Showtime. Okay.
So if you're already going to get Showtime for the Wilder fight, get it a day early.
I fuck with Showtime. I actually enjoy Showtime. I watch Jesus
Weren't you
Romero.
working with them on Showtime?
Working with them?
You were working with them with some boxing shit, right?
Oh yeah. I did the upfront for them.
Right.
I did the upfront Showtime boxing upfront for them. But I fuck with Showtime. Would you do a special on Showtime?
Maybe. It would depend. I'd have to see the deal. I have an idea like how you can do both.
We should do the specific one.
Yeah, there's one that we have.
Yeah.
I think there's like a purpose.
Because that's
for
more of a
each
docu.
place. Yes.
Has that been done before? A docu stand-up special?
Kind
A
of. Like,
social experiment stand-up special?
that's social stand-up.
Yeah.
Like my
yeah.
last one was kind of the closest it could be to like a docu / like I did tour doc / stand-up. I think for each channel, it has to be a specific type of project.
Yeah,
and I feel like you have to utilize the internet as well. Like that's what I was saying to Schaub when it was happening. I was like, get as much footage as you can. Like, did you get some footage to release on YouTube?
It releases today. Like a 8-minute bit from the special releases today.
Great. So there's something
Really?
like,
Yeah.
and that just helps because if you
That's
like
a
that
lot.
bit, you're
That's a
like,
lot.
boom, I'm gonna go
It was a
see the
struggle
rest
to
of
get
it.
It was because Showtime, they're old school. Like, what are you talking about? No, people have to see it here. I'm like, no, I'm telling you, you got to let me release a
Incentivize
chunk
them,
of it, man.
Yeah, incentivize. And you did good. You released a clip. You released a clip on your YouTube.
On my YouTube, but today
Not part of your special, a
No.
stand-up clip. And it
Yeah.
did really well.
Did well, yeah.
So it's like, it's the best advertising. The best
Correct.
advertising for us doing shows, the best advertising for anybody seeing it. So it would take a conversation where like I convince them like, yo, we need to put enough of this out where it piques their interest so that they go see it in the first place.
Why wouldn't you do both? Like I'm just sitting there thinking
Well,
like
they're doing it now, though. They're doing it now because with Showtime, they want the subscription, right?
Yeah.
So they ride and die off those subscriptions.
Right.
So if like, hold on, if you're only going to put it out, so you don't understand, you got to put it out to check that box where that community is like, all right, dope, and then they're going to follow here.
I think what you do is you intrigue them enough through the footage that people go to Showtime, they go, fine, I'll subscribe.
That's
for
my
a month.
plan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like with your whole thing is this, right? All I can do is bring you to the water. So you're leading the horse to the water.
Yeah.
If they're at the water and then they drink and then they find out that they don't like the flavor of the water, not because of your special, because they don't like the wildfire, they don't like the other shit on Showtime, that's on Showtime, that's not on you. But if they go there and they like Showtime's content, then Showtime kept them.
That's why it's kind of crazy for a network like Showtime to bank on one thing to bring in subscriptions.
Well, no, they're banking on a bunch.
They're banking on, right? They're banking on me. They're banking on Wilder. They're banking on the Wu-Tang
Sitcoms.
what
But what if I don't? What if I don't? What if I?
Julian Edelman documentary. They got a Meta World Peace documentary.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be good for them. That fucking 16 shot shit about Laquan McDonald.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be good.
Yep.
Because you never lose with Black Pain.
Yeah. No, they're
the
banking.
truth.
They're banking on a number of things for the subscription. Yeah.
But that's the idea, right? And I think it's up to Showtime or whatever network it is to keep you. All we can do as a comic is bring people there.
Yeah.
You gotta keep
and all
them.
and you know this. All I care about is the most eyeballs possible on that special.
Yeah.
What did they do after that? If they don't stay the next 30 days, all right, that's on them.
That's on
all
them.
I care about is that one. I need that thing to hit.
That's why simulcasting it on TV and YouTube at the same
You're right.
time is.
Yeah, but
100%.
Showtime is
Great.
like, okay, we gave everything away. Now we don't get
Or do you
those
do a
people to subscribe.
paywall? Or do you? Well, they won't get subscriptions.
This
you
is
could do
what
a
I-
paywall, a small paywall, $4.99 or something.
I would do the 30-day free. That's the genius about 30-day free is you come in free, and now I have 30 days to keep you.
30 days keep you, but to Charlamagne's point, you could do it where you release on YouTube, where you subscribe to their YouTube channel. So the subscription's there. They get the TV subscriptions.
Yeah.
And after 30 days, whatever you want to do.
You Jordan.
But
Yeah.
lead people to their YouTube.
Yeah, but they don't see value in the YouTube. I see value in the YouTube.
There's people at Showtime that do.
You have
That's
to.
the reason I have a job there, right?
Right.
There's a reason why they brought me on board because they didn't have a digital footprint. So they
Right.
brought me to bring that digital footprint.
Right.
I feel like if you don't got YouTube, you don't got shit, bro.
No, you're getting.
I
after the best.
like. What is if you just on TV? It's like, huh?
Well,
You
could
gotta
use-
have both.
Yeah, you gotta have both, but like you could use YouTube as like a brand equity situation. Like if I'm YouTube, or if I'm Showtime, I'm going. I don't know how your deal is, but if I'm Showtime, I'm going. Yo, Shaw, just throw this below the belt on your channel. We're just gonna say brought to you by Showtime.
That's basically what we're doing.
Boom, exactly. Now, that's an advertising cost because every time you do it, it's showtime. A few 100,000 people watching every single time. Showtime. How much does it cost to have a billboard in Times Square? Way more than that. And way more people are seeing your shit and they're targeted to a specific thing, which is fighting. Correct. It's cheaper advertising to just let you run with the show. Yep. If these networks were smart, they would do exactly what Showtime. That's what they're doing, though. That's smart. Yeah. But a lot of networks don't. Like a lot of networks.
Which is so goddamn
They should come to
stupid.
Charlamagne and they go, yo, Charlamagne, hey, you want to do this show? Or to come to me, hey, you want to do this show? Boom, you do it. We're just going to put our network name on it.
That's it.
Associated. But
Free marketing.
You have a new show you do, right? Interview show?
I do something with the Hollywood Reporter called Emerging Hollywood.
And what's that? What platform is it on?
It's on the Hollywood Reporter's YouTube.
It's on their YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
And not on TV, just on YouTube?
Not now. I mean, we own, like I own the rights to it. They own the rights to it. Like we own it together. So if it gets picked up and like somebody wants to put it on
you
television,
license it, potentially.
Yeah, but I'm not going to front, man. I like the freedom of YouTube.
I was going to say, dude, that's the thing. Do you even want to be on TV?
I think it's so dope.
Theo Von, I don't mean to cut you off. Theo Von and I, we have that King This Thing podcast. Yeah. And me and Theo we've had this discussion where
love Theo. Shouts to Theo.
Yeah,
man.
shout out to Theo Von
too. Hilarious comic.
So
man.
he's like, man, we're getting offers to do a TV show. I'm like, I don't know if that's the move, bro. No. We own it all. The only place they can watch it is on our channel. We own this entirety. We give it to them. They're going to pay us a salary. But then we don't have control. They own all of it, and eventually they're going to come in this digital space. Those TV networks that are offering us the TV show, they want to be in our space. Yeah, so that's going to be competition 3-4 years.
But it won't be competition though, because they can't say what we can.
Correct,
but they
want that digital footprint.
That's why, like, they can never have the conversations that we've had on this podcast because they're worried about sponsors and they're worried about how could you support this type of thing.
All you got to do is think about
the sponsors are changed though, because the sponsors on this show sponsor. I say some outlandish shit.
It's up to us.
All they wanted the audience.
Yeah. They want the audience.
They don't give a shit.
But they also know that you're not mean spirited. It's all in context. They know what I say. I'm trying to make my other buddies laugh. I'm trying to make the fans laugh. I'm not offending anyone. Yeah. So Coke and these other big companies like, we can fuck with that. Eventually, they're going to come on board.
Oh, by the way, God damn it. Salute to the young lady. What's the young lady? What's her game called? What was the game called?
Oh, Rhyme something.
Chantel with Rhyme Antics?
Yeah.
Rhyme Antics. Chantel told me that she sold, after doing Brilliant Idiots, she sold 100 plus in 24 hours.
Whoa.
And
after doing what?
After she did Brilliant Idiots last week and she was selling her game Rhyme Antics, she sold 100 plus in 24 hours and then she ended up selling like 300. In like 3 days. You know what I'm saying? So salute to Chantel and Rhyme Antics, okay? Like I'm happy that happened. I wanted to say something. What the fuck did I want to say?
But why you think about that? That's where the game is changing. Yeah, they're gonna get involved in how they can monetize and find a way to like profit while still producing.
Oh,
I have ideas.
Yes, and by the way, YouTube is. I'm gonna tell you why YouTube is way more fun. Yeah. I'm just speaking from my lane, which is radio. Think about it's May now, so you think about the past 5 months. When you think about interviews that pop and they get this viral attention and stuff like that. The interviews on TV, they don't outshine the interviews that happen on radio.
Not even close.
Now, don't get me wrong. You have your exceptions like the Gayle King and R. Kelly, or the Jussie Smollett and Robin Roberts, but I'm talking about consistently all the time.
Let me ask you a question.
Even close.
Not even
Let
close.
me ask you a question, ready? Imagine Gayle King and R. Kelly was live on YouTube.
That'd have been stupid.
It'd been huge.
That shit would shut
that'd have been dumb.
down.
Yeah,
right?
You don't want to do you don't want to do live though.
Live is tricky. They want to be able to edit
advertising
and
dollars. Yeah.
I wonder about that though. I'm gonna tell you why I wonder about that.
That's interesting. That's a different.
That's a different.
Because that's not something you want to see in real time anyway. Though I think when you have those explosions like that, it's because we saw a clip of it prior.
It's a build up.
It's a build up, and then the very next day, everybody's clicking on it at their leisure. And this is all around the world.
I agree, but how dope would it have been if you got the interview and you did it here? That you guys did with R. Kelly and Gayle King's in on it too, and it's an open conversation. He's touching on the pedophile stuff. He's touching on piss, but you're getting the overall perspective from R. Kelly, not just that. Way more people would rather hear that. Dude, what are you doing for music right now? When you go out, where are the fans, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what's the culture like? When you go to Chicago, are you good, man? What about Kanye West, Chicago? Like, you get into so much shit with him, man.
Yeah, I want
that could be 3 hours long.
Yeah.
And would wreck everybody.
And that's what they do. Like
And it'd paint him in not a great light because he's pissing on people,
different
but
light.
a different light where he's human. Because
Yeah.
that video with Gayle King, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah.
but you can't humanize R. Kelly.
I'm not saying humanize
Yeah.
him. What I'm saying is
I get what you're saying.
you would get a different perspective. You're
Yeah.
still going to hate the guy,
Yeah.
but he at least gets more of a voice. It's not overproduced. Gayle King has an agenda. There's no agenda.
But it wasn't
here.
the
You guys don't have an agenda.
If he
It was-
buries himself, he buries himself.
Yeah, but it wasn't
Cool,
the
bury yourself,
perspective.
and I'm going to run with it.
Yeah.
Bury yourself.
But that's on
But
you,
I'm not.
yeah.
That's not the. I don't want you to come in so I can bury you.
Right.
I want to have a conversation.
Right.
Now, I'm not going to lie. What Gayle King got is exactly what I would have wanted.
Right.
R. Kelly fucking crashed and burned. Like that hog tie shit, I would have died laughing if he'd have said that shit to me. He's like, they say I hog tie people. I don't know how to hog tie. Where would I learn how to hog tie? I would have cried. I would have gotten in trouble because they'd have been like, yo, you so insensitive. But that shit was
I don't
funny.
think you would because all of us would have been laughing with you.
That
We'd be like,
shit
he
was
said
funny.
hog tie. Think if he's here, the three of us, and he goes hog tie, like, you say hog tie? Oh, hell no. And then it would have been on, and the whole audience would have been with us.
Yeah.
That would have been real. Gayle King's not going to do that.
So why do you say no live? Why do you say no live?
Live, they can't advertise the live. If you did, maybe I don't know how if you'd have to figure it out. But let's say this was live and it's not. Let's say you did live and 300,000 people watched it. Those 300,000 aren't going to count towards your total when you post it
That's
to
a fact.
YouTube. So then you're not going to get the advertising dollars. There's a reason Rogan doesn't do live anymore. There's a reason why certain networks don't do live.
I thought he
anymore.
doesn't get live because he got dinged.
If you look at financial,
What the fuck
it
is
doesn't make
dinged?
sense.
Like YouTube said, like they copyright infringed or something like that. No.
Listen, I don't like live. We try to do live with Breakfast Club. That shit don't. It's not.
It's a nightmare.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not.
It's
what
worth
it
the
is.
hassle,
Nah.
and you lose out on advertising dollars. Doesn't make sense for anybody.
Yeah, it's
All right. I gotta get
it's
the
an
fuck out of
extra
here.
pressure.
Me too. man.
Well, I'll just hang then.
You good?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, I don't know.
Both of you guys said you gotta go. I'm just gonna be by
Brendan,
myself.
Give me your Twitters and Instagrams and tell them where to find you at this weekend.
It's at Brendan Schaub on Twitter and Instagram. Special drops this Friday. Showtime.com. Promo code Schaub. You get 30 days free of Showtime. You can watch my special this Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific time. And then next date for me, I'm in Cleveland, and then
Hilarities.
California. Hilarities.
Great club.
tfatk.com for tickets. I love you guys, man.
And check out the podcast he does. The King and the Sting with Theo Vaughn, so funny. And The Fighter and the Kid with Brian Callen, so funny. And then the Joe Rogan MMA podcast. What is it called?
We have a show called The Fight Companion.
Fight Companion.
Yeah.
And again, so funny. Great content. Great dude. Thank you so much for coming
Appreciate
on.
you
Go
guys,
support
man.
Brendan, man.
Word. As always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, absolutely right. If you listen to this podcast and you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.